Hey guys, welcome back to Tell Me Why. I couldn't stay away. It's literally the next day after I filmed part 1. I thought about it like all night, and then I slept, had to run some errands, came home. Now I'm doing this on a Sunday afternoon. Perfect time. Oh my god. Ideal afternoon, I think. But let's just go. No, wait, I was gonna say something. I was going to say that I actually looked up when this game came out. Why did I think it was way older? It came out in 2020. I mean, granted, it does feel like a lifetime ago. Oh my god. But yeah, I thought this game was way older than 2020. But regardless, I know that now. Let's just continue. We are on to chapter 2 of 3. Oh, cute.
Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, there lived a pair of crafty goblins.
The crafty goblins did everything together, until one day, when darkness overwhelmed the big wooden house in which they lived.
Blamed for the darkness, Brother Goblin was forced to leave the forest, while his sister had to stay behind.
"10 years later, they were finally reunited, and together, they decided to
That's
confront
so
the darkness in the big wooden
cute.
house.
Though they sought the help of their friends in the forest, they found that no one wanted to delve into the long-gone past.
This is how the goblins found themselves alone in the woods, trying to discover why darkness had submerged the big wooden house.
I love that. Oh my god. The little, like, storybook recap. Fuck yeah.
Tomorrow we should play Compass and North Star in the woods.
Be sure to wear your hat then.
You be sure to wear your hat.
Ooh, the lighting between them. Oh, that goes hard. They're all warm and bright, and she's all, like,
All
shrouded
right,
in
who wants
dark
ice cream?
green.
Eat up.
That is so much ice cream. Those bowls were filled.
Without a word, she went out and buried the tiara in the ground beneath the sapling. And as the final scoop of dirt fell, the tiara felt truly gone, and with it, the final link to her old self. She could only go forward and find a new place for herself in this world, where she was no longer truly a princess in a tiara and a beautiful gown, but a wan woman, alone in a deep and ancient wood. And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure, and her title.
I don't like that story. There were no goblins, and it was depressing.
We won't read it again.
I love you, Mom.
Not me. Just kidding. Love you, Mom.
Mwah. I love you too. Sleep well and dream, my doves.
Ollie?
Oh god, we get to see her POV.
Ollie? What a waste.
Oh, ew. We're like drinking melted ice cream? Nasty.
Allison! Ollie? Allison, help!
Oh, he uses voice. The, like, linked voice. I see. That was very quick thinking to grab scissors, though, I will say. It's like for a kid to be like, okay, gotta grab a weapon. Like, dang. Survival instinct is good there. Oh, God.
We need to call for help. Allison. I killed Mom. I killed her.
Oh, God. It's so haunting. Holy shit. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I really fucking like this game. Unless something goes for a turn for the worse really hard somehow. This might be like my second favorite Don't Nod game. Right next to the first Life is Strange. Because why do not more people talk about this? Am I insane? It rules.
Try to keep you safe from harm. Try to keep it straight. Keep my head on.
This is cute. I like it.
So deep, and it hurts so hard.
The cuts to their younger selves and then their older selves. I like that.
Cannot stop the stars that fall. If I could hold you in my arms, if I could save it all on. I would keep you close. I would stop them all. They would never find you. To hold on. To hold on. To hold on.
Also, can I just say younger Allison's fit is so cute with the turtleneck under the sweater, the shorts with like the leggings underneath. I love it. I think it's so cute.
I don't know where the dark comes from. I don't know how to keep the light I found. I don't know how you shine even now. I don't know how.
Hey. You doing all right?
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives, you know?
Yeah, instead it's kind of reopening an old one.
And instead, we've spun off a whole miserable prequel trilogy. Okay. No. We're not letting ourselves do this again. Come on. Up. Mind-numbing labor's a great way to forget your troubles.
Can't we just have coffee instead?
No.
Real.
On your feet, soldier.
That would be me.
Let's take a break from packing and sort out the furniture. If we get enough done, I'll drive you into town and buy you a gallon of ice cream.
Mint chocolate chip, 2 gallons. Let's do this.
Mint chocolate chip rules. Delicious. Damn.
Goblin face
Oh,
is
we're
keep.
Allison. All right.
$ is donate or sell, and trash can is, well, trash. By the way, I cleared out most of the stuff from the bathroom this morning, but I left you the toilet.
How very generous of you.
Damn. Also, her hair is so cute. She has like that fishtail braid. Classic. So pretty. Okay. Look.
Crummy table and wobbly chairs.
I hate to throw away a bunch of furniture. I would say sell.
We could make some pretty good money if we sell this. And I know I'd end up eating on the couch most of the time anyway.
Yeah, I do not use a dining table.
Oh, God. What's that smell?
What's that smell?
Oh. There.
What's that smell? Smells like delicious garbage. Ooh, yes, delicious indeed. Or could it be Stinky Pants Sam? Oh, Stinky Pants Sam!
Come on now. Sam got that smell getting a skunk out of our barn. Be nice.
A skunk? What did you do to her? Is she okay?
Sure is. She just went hunting for food and couldn't get back out. All she needed was a little nudge to get her on her way.
Sam Kansky.
I hope that's true.
Hero of skunk kind.
I remember being super impressed by him, and it made me want to be a wild animal superhero too.
Open.
You hungry? We have a
Ketchup.
whole lot of nothing.
Aw, I was hoping maybe you could make me one of those pickle and ketchup sandwiches.
No pickles. Ketchup, maybe?
I'm sorry, sir. We are all out of pickles today. Could I interest you in a ketchup-only sandwich? Looks like there's still a bottle back here.
Ew.
Nasty.
Says the guy who used to eat peanut butter with ranch.
Ew.
So good.
Nasty.
Ancient appliances, you are staying here. Although, that oven looks in okay enough shape.
No way. We are not moving the oven.
Fair. Oh. Dumpin' cake. Ingredients: 1 can of cherries, 1 can of crushed pineapple, 8 ounces chopped walnuts, and you lost me. Crossed out by the twins. Chocolate chips. Correct. 2 cups flour, 1 teaspoon salt, cup of white sugar, brown sugar. Okay, so instead of white sugar, they use brown sugar. 1 teaspoon baking powder, 3/4 cup butter. Could use margarine. Inch pan, mix the pineapple and cherry, sprinkle cake mix over it. Okay. Bake in 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for 35 to 40 minutes or until golden brown. Every day, please, Mom. No, honestly, other than the walnuts, that sounds fire. Okay.
What about that dresser?
If you want your towels to rot, go for it.
Could clean it up.
Maybe someone could clean it up? It's well made.
Your call.
I say keep.
Keeping it.
Furniture is so expensive that if you have some good stuff that you can fix up, I would rather do that.
Thanks for clearing out those cabinets.
Not my pleasure.
What is this?
Oh, ew, ew, ew. Rav and Sarah.
Oh, God. I can still taste it. Put it away. Ugh.
I don't know what that is.
Say ah. Ah.
I remember cutting off shaving cream beards with these.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Okay, nothing else in here. What are you doing, man? Just following me around doing a whole lot of nothing? Just some pictures. Is there anything in here?
Hello, ancient broken down machines that will be the future owner's problem.
Play sticky note.
Allison, I asked you to clean up the coffee table 3 times already.
Oops, I forgot.
I didn't know.
Everywhere I look, there's just stuff, and more stuff.
Marianne the Magpie.
Okay. I think that's done. Wait, look.
What to do with this?
Sell.
Maybe someone would be willing to refinish it.
Why not? It's a big table. Oh, look under. Oh! Oh, goblins
What's
were
this doing
here.
down here? Is that gum? Ugh. I guess that was probably me.
Oh, it's the big frog. Every time I get a little collectible, I'm like, ooh, which one is it gonna be? Which little character? Okay. Is that a tank?
I completely forgot we had a pet vole for a few days.
A vole?
Volcano. She was in rough shape when we found her. Good thing Marianne actually knew what she was doing with injured wildlife.
Oh, that's good. Haha.
Lasagna!
Finish your salad first. Thank you, Tessa. You're a lifesaver.
Oh, don't worry about it. They're just leftovers from the restaurant.
What about Volcano? She needs to eat her lunch too.
Oh, you're quite right, love.
Ugh, she can have my corn.
Here you go, little one. You must be hungry too.
Tessa really did keep us all fed.
She always tried to take care of everyone. Still does, I guess.
Examine.
I guess it's finally time to take these pictures down.
Yeah. Still deciding what to do with them.
If it were me, I honestly don't think I would want them.
I don't want them.
I don't think I do either.
You look cute here.
That's not me. I mean, it is, but
Don't worry, I get it.
But not really. I get it.
it's just weird. Seeing myself like that again. Damn. Didn't think a picture could throw me like this anymore.
Did therapy help?
Has therapy helped at all?
Oh, yeah, definitely. My therapist really heard me when I said I was a guy. And she helped me get ready for the reactions I'd get, you know? It's dealing with other people that's been way harder than figuring myself out.
Ain't
At
that
the end of the
fucking
day,
truth?
being able to look in the mirror and see Tyler, that's made the biggest difference. Which is why I'm scheduling my top surgery as soon as we sell this house. No more putting a binder on every morning. God, that sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, totally. Just so you know, I'll be there to help out when you do.
Aw,
Whatever you need.
so nice.
Thanks.
All right. What's your verdict, Ronan?
You know what? I'll keep a few. To remind us how far we've come.
Can I not look at them anymore? Oh, I was like, hello?
Oh man, I love this one.
Why do I look so pissed? I remember loving this.
Maybe because Marianne was sticking a camera in your face?
Come on, smile like Allison.
Damn, I thought I could look closer at those pictures after they were done talking. Where? Aha!
Come on, honey, smile like Allison.
Hold up your fish.
It's not my fish anymore. Allison stole it.
My sister, the fish thief.
You were just being bratty.
Was I, though?
Yes. All I did was help clean it when we were out on the porch. Eddie had to force you to share. Ugh. Gross stain is gross.
What happened?
Some unfortunate spillage that brought about the end of indoor tea parties. I hid the stain with my toys, forgetting that they would eventually be picked up.
Brilliant move, Ronan.
You were no better.
Well, I seem to recall a time you stole an egg, put it on the couch, and sat on it because you wanted a pet chicken.
We don't talk about that.
Uh-huh.
Well, at least I didn't leave a stain.
Oh. Aha! Okay, right in front of me.
Steady now. Take your time. He's not gonna jump up and do the cha-cha.
What about me? I want to clean the fish too.
It's not even your fish. You didn't catch anything.
Ugh, only because you wouldn't stop talking and scared all the fish away.
Keep your eyes on what you're doing. Allison, when we're done with this half, you can take over and do the other one. That sound fair?
Yes.
You're right. I was kind of being brat.
Well, at least you can admit it. Okay, clean the coffee
All right.
table.
I'll clean it up.
Thanks. While you do that, I'll check out the furniture.
Clean.
I'm guessing you want to keep the coffee table?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Sure. I'm not really planning on bringing furniture to Denali. And if I need a base in Juneau, you'll have all the furniture I need.
How very non-committal of you. All right. I'll keep it.
Ick. What is this? What the
I
hell?
really like that armchair.
For your forest shack?
It'll look sharp next to your tree stump nightstand.
I'll be the most stylish mountain man ever. But I was actually thinking it should go in your library.
Library? We may not even have a living room.
I have faith in you.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe it'll be salvageable with a deep clean?
Okay. Can I...
And finally,
I was like, can I leave? I guess
I
he's
hate
not
to
done.
say it, but the couches get a one-way ticket to the dump.
No protest here. I think I have permanent knee damage from a decade of bumping into the corner of those damn things.
Well, then that's it for the living room. You are relieved from your duties.
All right. Okay. Oh, join. Hold
That's
on.
a nice face.
I wonder if my horse figurine is still in there.
You're welcome to check.
You're welcome to stick your hand in there to check.
Hey, Allison, come take a break with me.
I would, but I have a whole second floor to look at first. I don't want to progress the game yet. Okay, I was like, am I going the right way? I forgot.
And what do you know? More stuff.
Big old bear.
Baloney!
Baloney.
Guess who I found? Baloney!
Alley Belly Baloney? Why, yes. I would love to have a tea party with you. Again. For the third time today.
Cute.
We should gather up all our old toys and give them to charity.
What's that?
I said we should give our old toys to charity.
Oh, good idea. Except for...
Those paddles are pretty
Oh,
cool.
shit.
Dibs.
I thought he was done. My bad. Look downstairs.
But soft. What light through yonder... Oh, wait. It's just you.
Clever. Clever. There's a paper plane stuck in the ceiling light.
Maybe it has a secret message from our past selves. Find something to knock it down.
I could use that ball. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see if I can still do this.
I'm like, oh, I was like,
$5
what
says
ball?
you
But
missed.
okay.
Oh! I win. Pay up.
Oh, shut up.
She did that on purpose, for sure. Okay.
Five
Little
little
monkey guy?
monkeys jumping on the bed. Hey, Tyler. How does five little monkeys go again? Five little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell down and bumped his head.
Mama called the doctor. The doctor said,
No more monkeys jumping on the bed. I know all about that. Stupid. Where am I? Okay.
No more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Or out of a tree.
Don't say that. Mama's gonna be so mad you had to go to the hospital.
She worries way too much about what people think.
Everything okay up there?
Yeah.
When's Mom coming
She'll
home?
be here soon. Is anyone hungry?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
You scared me to death when you fell out of that tree. I cried most of the way to Tessa's house.
It was kind of exciting going to the hospital, but the part after that with Marianne, that was less fun.
I remember the look that Tessa gave her when she finally came home. If looks could kill, right?
Yeah. And Marianne was a mess.
Dang.
Will this ever stop feeling so weird?
Look. Ooh, I cannot read that. Congratulations, you found the map that will lead you on with no mishap. Follow my trails of twinkling stones, and perchance you'll escape the unknown. Cool.
So long, trusty bunk beds.
What's this? Dearest... Oh. Dearest Ollie, how are you? I'm in the boathouse and everything is going very well. I am writing this letter to formally invite you to my tea party. I will prepare tea and cookies and you can meet my dearest friend, Baloney, who I know you will love. Please come this afternoon at 4 p.m. Kind regards, Allison. Dear Allison, thanks so much for the invitation. Everything is good here too. No beavers in sight though. I will be there at 4:15 p.m. because I need to make sure to feed the birds or Mom will go crazy. See you soon, Sir Ollie. Alright. Okay, that's all I can look at up here, I believe.
Down to help me, or what?
Well, whatever, Tyler. Whatever. Can't someone look around?
Packing upstairs?
Nope. There's way too much junk to sort through.
Like, huh? There's nothing else for me to look at. What are we talking about? Okay, before I do the fireplace thing, I was reminded of the other stories I haven't read. So I want to read the other half of the stories. So if you're not into a whole lot of me reading, feel free to skip. I do want to read these, though. I really like these, and I like the context that they give. And I like being able to, like, recognize them, like, within the story if they mention them or something. So, we're gonna read the other half. The pelican helps her friends. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, an early winter storm blanketed everything in snow. It was so early in the year that the creatures of the forest were not yet ready for an ordinary winter, much less a bad one. And everyone agreed the storm was a sign the Ice King had plans for a long, cold winter. The princess had grown up in a kingdom where it was sunny all year long, and the goblins were very young, so no one in the big wooden house knew how to prepare for such a cold winter. The house was not well insulated, and they did not have enough fuel or food. Only the pious pelican noticed their plight, and when it came time to fly south with the other birds, her heart was heavy with sadness. What can I do, she thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? The time came to go, and the pelican struggled to take flight. It felt as though a leaden weight were stuck right in the center of her chest. What can I do, she thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? She managed to take off, but only just barely, flapping fiercely to catch up with the other birds. As the pious pelican began her journey, the storm picked up, battering her to and fro. She had fallen well behind the flock, and she was already growing tired. But for all her challenges in the air, she could tell things were much worse on the ground. A deep freeze had settled over the forest. The leaden weight in her chest grew heavier as she thought of the princess and the goblins. What can I do, she thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? The storm intensified, and the pelican was in a total whiteout. She knew she should have despaired, but all she could feel was the weight, which had grown and grown until she thought she might drop out of the sky. She had felt called to help the princess and the goblins, but she had ignored it. I should have stayed, she thought. It was the right thing to do, and now I'm lost, with no way to make it right. Suddenly, she was plucked from the sky and deposited in the hall of the Ice King. Pelican, he said, you were flying in circles around my mountain. I was lost, she said, weighted down by the weight of the guilt in my heart. The Ice King stared at her sagely. Is it guilt, or is it something else? Open your beak. He reached down inside of her, pulling out a glowing stone. The pious pelican was surprised at how it filled her with warmth, chasing away cold and her doubt. You know what you must do, said the Ice King. The pious pelican flew straight to the big wooden house. Snow had already blown in through its many cracks, and ice crept across the floorboards. She found the princess and the goblins huddled in front of the quiet hearth, nearly frozen solid. No, she cried, and then she placed the stone in the princess's lap. The warmth of it spread through the whole of the house, melting all that had frozen. The princess threw her arms around the pelican's chest, and the goblins clung to her legs. Thank you, they cried. You're welcome, said the pelican, smiling in deep satisfaction. What is that? Asked the princess, staring at the wonderful stone. At first, said the pelican, I thought it was my guilt, but when the Ice King pulled it out of me, I realized it was something much more powerful. Just then the storm broke, and the skies cleared. The pelican filled the big wooden house's larder with food from her beak, and then she took to the skies, lightened by the knowledge that through her charity, everyone in the big wooden house would be warm and fed until spring. And that is the story of how the pious pelican saved the wise princess and the crafty goblins from the long winter. Cute. The goblins earn their voice. Once upon a time, in the deep and ancient forest, the crafty goblin spied on the secret keeper as she made her rounds, gathering up secrets that the animals of the forest had for sale. How, said the first goblin, does she get people's secrets? Do you suppose she peels open their heads? Let's find out, said the second, and so the goblins watched the secret keeper. They watched her until the stalwart moose came to her, head hanging low. It was my fault. I chose the uneven trail. I can't bear to remember. The secret keeper nodded and gazed into Stalwart Moose's eyes. Though the goblins couldn't hear anything, they knew she was speaking to the moose, for the secret keeper spoke in people's minds with the gift of the voice. After a few minutes, the Stalwart Moose blinked. I feel lighter, said the moose. Did I just give you something? The secret keeper nodded, handing him a coin. The Stalwart Moose nodded and plodded along down the trail. He spied the goblins hiding in the woods and narrowed his eyes, for he knew the goblins were often up to mischief. The two goblins whistled innocently, and the moose was forced to carry on, because they were not doing anything obviously bad. I need to know what the secret was, said one of the goblins. Let's go buy it. So, the goblins approached the secret keeper before she could stow away Moose's secret. We want to buy Moose's secret. What do you have to trade? Asked the secret keeper, her voice filling their minds. The goblins produced a silver-handled toothbrush they had stolen from the princess, and the secret keeper nodded. And that is how the goblins came to know that Moose's mate had tumbled down a cliffside to her death. Oh my god. The secret keeper moved on. The first of the goblins said, I want to know more. So the goblins followed the secret keeper, hoping to find where she hid the secrets. They followed her to the peak of a nearby ridge and watched as she stowed the rest of the day's secrets high in a cloud. When she had gone, they climbed a high spruce tree that disappeared into the misty sky. They reached out and just managed to dip their hands into the clouds. Their heads were filled with memories, and they snatched their hands back out, as if they had just thrust them in boiling water. Tears poured down their cheeks. That was how the secret keeper found them, crying in the tree. You stole my secrets, seethed the secret keeper. Give them back. The crafty goblins stopped crying because they saw an opportunity. What will you give us in exchange? They asked. I will give you back the silver-handled hairbrush, offered the secret keeper. For so many secrets? Tchah! You'll have to offer more than that. What if, said the secret keeper, I shared the gift of voice? The crafty goblins grew excited. That will do. So the secret keeper shared the gift of voice with the goblins, and immediately they found they could hear one another's thoughts and feel each other's feelings. The crafty goblins gave back the secrets they had taken and ran back to the big wooden house. There they found the princess preparing food. They tried to peer into her mind, but they found it was blank. They tried to speak to her using only their own minds, but she could not hear them. It seemed the secret keeper was craftier than the crafty goblins, for she had only shared enough of her power to let the goblins use the gift of voice with each other, and not with the whole of the forest. And that is how the goblins stole the gift of voice from the secret keeper, but why they could only use it with each other. Little shits. The big frog is punished? Why? What'd the big frog do? Once upon a time, in an ancient and deep forest, there lived a big frog in a small pond. She was no ordinary frog, for she had been given the gift of speech when she saved the princess from the mad hunter. From the morning to the evening, she did everything the other frogs did, except that she knew how to speak. Everybody in the forest could hear her loud voice, and everybody was unhappy with that, because she never stopped babbling. She babbled about the too hot sun and the too deep pond, about the rain to come and all the delicious flies she had eaten. Across the forest, all the creatures tolerated the endless noise, until one day they could not deal with it anymore. They asked the big frog to quiet down. "I can't," said the big frog. "This is what I do. Before the princess kissed me, I croaked all day long, and you all liked that I did. This is the same, except you can understand what I say, and now you find it irritating. But I can't change what I am, can I? Could you?" All the creatures agreed that she was right, and that it was rude of them to ask the big frog to stop doing what she had always done. So they returned to their own parts of the forest and let the big frog do what frogs have always done. Jumping and talking some more. About the too hot sun and the too deep pond, about the rain to come and the delicious flies they've eaten. And for a time, it was all right. But in the forest, word travels fast, and everyone has a story to tell. The big frog, being who she was, gossiped and gossiped about everything she overheard. She told the bees that Old Bear had stolen their precious honey 2 years ago. She told the beavers that the eagles had stolen their precious wood. She told the deer who had killed her fawn that she told the tall spruce who had carved a cuss word into its bark. Once again, everyone in the forest asked the big frog to keep quiet, for now everyone had a grudge against everyone else. But once again, the big frog would not listen. "When I was just a frog, you never paid attention to me, and nobody helped me when the mad hunter hunted me for sport. This is only a right for a wrong, and I won't stop talking." The fuss went on, and the noise was so loud that the Ice King himself awoke and decided to see what was going on. "Silence," bellowed the Ice King, and even the big frog stopped babbling. Once the forest was quiet again, the Ice King patiently listened to what each and every animal of the forest had to say, until finally he made up his mind. "Big Frog, you have abused the gift of speech, for you've only used it to get revenge. Despite knowing that words can be hurtful, you threw them around without caution, and you caused too much trouble." The big frog opened her mouth to protest, but the Ice King raised his finger before she could say another word. "Since you received the gift of speech for a good deed, I would not dare to take it away from you. So, here is your punishment. I will tell you the biggest of my secrets. It is a secret so powerful, so dangerous, that it will frighten you. But if you ever reveal it to anyone..." The Ice King bent down and whispered such potent words in the big frog's ear that the poor creature started to tremble. "Now, go on about your business, all of you, and try to forget what the big frog told you, for you are all living in the forest, and you have nowhere else to go." And this is how the big frog irritated the Ice King, and how she was punished. Dang. I see how she was punished then. Never mind. The goblins saved the old beaver. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, winter gave way to spring in a sudden burst of warm air that melted all the snow and all the ice all at once. The river swelled until it could no longer hold all the water in, and then it spilled out to create new rivers in places where no one was expecting them. The whole of the forest went into a panic, looking for shelter from the rising waters. The very old beaver had been working on her dam when one of those new rivers came rushing right at her. She screeched and squealed, but whatever direction she ran, more water appeared. She was caught in the flooding, and though she had once been an excellent swimmer, age had taken its toll, and so the raging water carried her off at a speed she couldn't control. "Help!" she called. The crafty goblins had been running back to their cave under the big wooden house when they heard the beaver's cries. "We have to help the beaver," one goblin said. "You go one way, and I'll go the other." They ran, keeping in touch with the gift of voice. Finally, one of them spotted her, twisting and tumbling in the river. But she was on the opposite side of the water, and the goblin could not reach her. "Brother," the sister goblin called out through the gift of voice. "I see her, but I can't get her. Maybe you can?" "I'll try." The goblin guided her brother so that he would hit the river in just the right spot to reach the beaver. The plan worked, and soon the second goblin appeared in just the right spot. "Beaver," he shouted, holding out a branch. "Grab a hold of this." The beaver grabbed it, but in her panic, she pulled the goblin in too. "No!" cried his sister. She ran as hard as her legs could go, managing to outpace the river and get ahead of the beaver and her brother. Searching for some means of getting them out, she spied a low-hanging branch. They'd zip by it quickly, but if they were fast enough... "Brother," she cried out through the gift, "you're coming up on a low-hanging branch. You'll zip by it quickly, but if you're fast enough..." "Got it," said her brother. And then he said to the beaver, "Get ready to grab a hold of a low-hanging branch. We're going to zip by it quickly, but if we're fast enough..." Suddenly, they were right in front of it and reached out, snagging hold. Though the water beat against them, trying to shake them loose, they pulled themselves along the branch, back to dry land. When they were all safe, the very old beaver thanked the goblins. "But how," she asked, "did you know just where to find me? And how did you know that branch was coming?" The goblins shared a secret smile. "Just lucky, I guess," they said. And that is how the goblins saved the very old beaver from the flooding river, and how she never knew how they did it. Cute. Whoa, the Ice King. He looks cool. Goblins irritate the Ice King. I feel that that's all they do, really. I mean, not that the goblins are bad, they just saved beaver, but come on. Once upon a time in a deep and ancient wood, the crafty goblins were getting into all kinds of trouble. They'd woken up in a particularly mischievous mood that day, and there was not a single denizen of the forest who they did not manage to pull a prank on. They left a mud pie in the princess's kitchen, so that when she dug in, she got a big mouthful of dirt. They used paint to draw silly pictures all over Moose's antlers while he slept. They told the mangy muskrat that his coat had been returned to its former glory, which made him very sad when he rushed to the water's edge and found he was, in fact, still mangy. They stole branches from the very old beaver's dam in order to have a sword fight, and they filled the old bear's den with burrs. Every time, they ran away in a fit of giggles, never stopping to consider whether their jokes had done any harm. They were on their way to fill the pious pelican's beak full of bubbles when they were hoisted into the air by their legs. Though they thrashed and shouted, they found themselves staring into the face of the Ice King. "All morning," he said, "I have been hearing complaints about you two." "They're just pranks," said the goblins. "No one has really been hurt." "Oh no?" asked the Ice King. He forced them to see how each of the victims of their pranks was doing. The princess had a stomachache from swallowing the mud. The moose's antlers itched terribly where the paint had touched them. The muskrat was crying, sad at being reminded that what his vanity had cost him. The very old beaver's den was flooded, and the old bear was trying to get the burrs out of his fur by finding most of them hopelessly tangled. "For your punishment," said the Ice King, "you must help each of them undo the harm you caused. If you do a good enough job of this, there will be no further punishment. If you do not, you will have to give me your noses so that you can no longer stick them into other people's business." Now, the goblins liked their noses right where they were in the middle of their faces, so they set about making things right. They baked a real pie for the princess and brewed her a tea that would settle her stomach. They scrubbed the moose's antlers clean and then covered them in soothing mud. They sat by the river with the muskrat, listening as he talked in great detail about his old coat, and then they did their best to point out all of the things that were still handsome about him, like his proud whiskers and sparkling eyes. They let the very old beaver rest while they repaired all the damage done to her den, and then finally, they removed every burr from Old Bear's fur, even the ones that were hopelessly tangled. In the end, they came before the Ice King to see if they had done enough. The Ice King surveyed the forest and found that everyone seemed to be back to normal. "What did you learn?" asked the Ice King. "That our pranks can make people feel bad," said the goblins. The Ice King smiled and nodded. "Yes, actions have consequences. In case you forget, I'm going to leave you with a reminder. Whenever one of your pranks is going to hurt someone, you are going to feel a little pit in your stomach. That will be your punishment and your warning." So, every time after that the goblins set out to do a prank that went a little too far, They felt a little pit in their stomachs, and they were forced to consider whether it was the right thing to do. And that is how the goblins irritated the Ice King and how they were punished. Alright. The pelican forgives the goblins. Those damn goblins, man. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, there lived a pair of crafty goblins in a cave below a big wooden house. They lived with a wise princess who shared as much food with them as she was able, but it was never quite enough. This left the goblins hungry. Very hungry. Always hungry. One day, as they were out foraging for food, the pious pelican landed on a rock and dumped a smorgasbord from her beak, which the goblins knew was magic and never emptied. There were king crabs in red, blue, gold, and scarlet, veiny blue shrimp, pink-shelled scallops, oblong brown clams, purple shiny urchins, and even one prickly red sea cucumber. The food just kept coming. They watched as the pelican ate one clam and then took a nap. "Do you think she would mind if we took just a little?" asked one goblin to the other. "Her beak never empties. She won't possibly miss a couple of crabs," said the second, licking her lips. They were agreed, and so they crept over, filched some crabs, and ran. The goblins scarfed down the crabs, but when they finished, they found that they were still hungry. "She won't miss a handful of shrimp," said one goblin to the other. The goblins scarfed the shrimp, but when they finished, they found that they were still hungry. "Maybe also a few scallops," said one goblin to the other. The goblins scarfed the scallops, but when they were finished, they found they were still hungry. So they went back for clams, and then urchins, and finally even the sea cucumber. Finally, they were not hungry, but there was also nothing left. Just then the pelican woke up. "What happened to my food?" she asked. Unable to lie about it, the goblins confessed their crime. The pelican was dismayed, but she was a charitable-hearted bird. She could tell the crafty goblins were growing little creatures. "Goblins," said the pious pelican, "I will share my food with you, but you must, in return, follow my example and be as generous with others as I am with you. Take that to heart, and I will have considered your debt paid." "But we have nothing to give," said the goblins. "You have your nimble hands and your crafty brains and your loving hearts," said the pelican. The crafty goblins realized how much they had to give, and for the rest of the day, they looked for ways to help the other creatures of the forest. They found the stalwart moose struggling with an itchy, hard-to-reach spot on his back, so they climbed up and gave it a good scratching. Next, they helped the old bear, who could not get the honey out of a narrow beehive. They climbed up to the top of a tree with the hive, and then dropped it, cracking it open. Finally, they found the princess, crying over a loss she would not speak about. So they wrapped their little arms around her in a great big hug, and stayed until she felt better. When they were done, they returned to the pious pelican. "Did it feel good being as generous as I am?" asked the pelican. "It did," said the goblins. "I'm glad," said the pelican. We all have problems that we can't solve on our own, but if everyone goes about with generosity in their hearts, then there is always someone on hand to help. But we all must commit to do so, or there may be no one there to help you when you need it." This made sense to the goblins, and they thanked the pious pelican for her food and the lesson. Of course, by this time, they were hungry again, and that remained an ongoing problem until the day the stalwart moose taught them to fish. But that is another story. That is how the pious pelican forgave the crafty goblins and how she taught them charity. Pelican's a G. Ice Troll! Oh my god, another new character. There's so many. Goblins meet the Ice Troll. Once upon a time in an ancient and deep forest, the crafty goblins were awake long after they should have been asleep. One goblin said to the other, "Let's go explore the forest." Now, the goblins were not in the habit of exploring the forest late at night, and they did not know what they would find, but this did not scare them off. They crept out of their beds, bundled up, and went exploring. It was dark. The light of the moon was just enough to keep them from walking into trees, but they could not see more than 15 feet in front of them. Every time a twig snapped or branches rattled, they considered turning back, but they didn't. And so, they had ventured far beyond the house into a part of the forest they were not familiar with. When they realized the snapping of twigs and the rattling of branches had become steady, something was following them. They turned to run, but a hulking figure emerged from the darkness, sweeping them up with a giant hand and stuffing them into a burlap sack. The goblins wiggled and cried out, but the sack remained shut as their captor stomped through the forest, singing, "Whittle diddle dum, whittle diddle dee, in this bag's a meal for me." After a lot of thumping and thudding, the bag opened, and the goblins were dumped into a giant iron pot full of warming water. A huge troll stood overhead, grinning down at them through long, bushy white eyebrows. I am the ice troll, and you are my dinner. He readied to cook the goblins, singing, whittle diddle dum, dum dee dum de dee, there's soon to be a soup for me. Finishing his ditty, he bent over to stroke the fire beneath the pot and let out a loud noise of pain, rubbing a spot on his back that always ached. The troll stood painfully and walked over to a stone shelf where he began to chop potatoes. It reminds me where my Barbie heads at. Where my Barbie movie fans at. Reminds me of Magic of the Pegasus with the big troll where he tries to cook Barbie. You know what I mean? Or Annika is her character's name. I'm a true fan, I'm just saying. But yeah, I own that on DVD too. But it's such a good movie. I'm just saying, if you haven't watched all the like older animated Barbie movies, missing out. Magic of Pegasus is a huge one. So good. But yeah, reminds me of that. One of the goblins had an idea. She whispered to her brother, "Follow my lead." The goblin stretched out in the water, floating and letting out sighs of contentment. "Ah," said one of the goblins, "this is the most relaxed I've ever been. My body feels so good. I think I could run 100 miles without stopping," said the second. The troll peered at them. They weren't supposed to be happy about being in the cook pot, but they certainly looked like they were. "Troll," said the goblins, "if your back is hurting, you should try sitting in the water, just for a little bit, before it gets too hot." The troll stomped over. "But if I take you out, then you will escape, and there would be no soup for me." "Put us back in the sack," suggested the goblins. "Then we can't run away." This made sense to the troll. The spot on his back that always ached was still bothering him, and the goblins couldn't go anywhere if they were trapped. So he stuffed the goblins back in the sack and climbed into the soup pot. He stretched out and let out a sigh of contentment. Meanwhile, the goblins threw themselves around in the sack until it began to swing. The troll was so relaxed he didn't even notice. The bag dropped onto the shelf where the troll had been chopping potatoes, and the goblins pushed it up against the edge of the troll's knife, sawing a hole. And then they made a break for it. The troll finally noticed what they were doing and roared out in anger, but he was so relaxed that when he tried to chase them, he tumbled out of the cook pot and into the flames, catching his bushy eyebrows on fire. The goblins ran and ran and ran as fast as they could through the ancient and deep forest until they were back in their cave and safe in their beds. They vowed never to venture out into the ancient and deep forest late at night again, for they did not think they'd get so lucky as to trick the ice troll twice. And that is the story of how the crafty goblins met the ice troll and why they never did again. Alright, they tricked the muskrat this time. Alright, 3 left. Cool. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient wood, there lived a muskrat. The muskrat was a lazy, cowardly creature who did little but lay around in the sun, cleaning his beautiful coat until it shone. One day, the muskrat found the crafty goblins playing King of the Mountain on his favorite rock. He was too cowardly to confront them directly, and so he retreated to a safe distance and then pitched a stone right at a hornet's nest hanging overhead. One of the goblins saw him do it, but before she could say anything, the hornets emerged, furious, and chased the goblins away, stinging them. With the rock empty, the muskrat claimed his spot. When the goblins returned, they asked the muskrat, "Why did you do that?" "I don't know what you're talking about," he said, turning away to ignore them. The goblins knew that the muskrat cared for nothing but his coat, so they devised to steal it in order to teach him a lesson. As the muskrat lay in the sun, he spied the goblins strutting by. Their skin was covered in flecks of gold. "Goblins," called the muskrat, "what happened to make your skin shine that way?" "When we were attacked by the hornets, we ran and ran until we found a pool by the glacier. We dove in and came out this way." "Would you show me this pool?" asked the muskrat. The crafty goblins led the muskrat to a pool. The muskrat looked at the pool skeptically. "It looks like a pool," he said. The goblins chuckled and shrugged. "You don't have to jump in if you don't want to, but what do you lose if you try? And if it works, why, you will be the most beautiful creature in the whole of the forest." With visions of his splendid coat in mind, the muskrat jumped in. When he emerged, he was disappointed to find that nothing had changed. Said one goblin. "Maybe you have to be stung by the hornets first, just like us." The muskrat hesitated, because getting stung would be painful. Seeing his hesitation, the goblin added, "If it works, you will be the most beautiful creature in the whole of the forest." The muskrat decided it was worth it. So, he turned to the hornet's nest and pitched a stone right at it. The hornets emerged, even more furious this time. They chased the muskrat, stinging him repeatedly until he jumped into the magic pool. The muskrat was disappointed to find that, once again, nothing had changed. I wonder if the magic only works for us, said one of the goblins. Would you like me to jump in with your coat? The muskrat hesitated. If it works, you will be the most beautiful creature in the whole of the forest. With visions of his splendid coat in mind, the muskrat agreed. He slipped it off and handed it to the goblins. Without his coat, the muskrat was pale and covered in scabbing welts. Instead of jumping in the pool, one of the goblins ran away with the coat, laughing. The other pushed Muskrat into the frigid pool, and as the water splashed the goblin, the gold flecks ran, revealing that they had only ever been painted on. The muskrat cried so pitifully and made such a clamor that he awoke the Ice King, who came down to the forest to see what had happened. When the Ice King saw the muskrat, he laughed, only further infuriating the creature. Tell me what happened, said the Ice King. Both the muskrat and the goblins told their sides of the story, and the Ice King considered the case before him. It is true that the muskrat is vain, and he thinks nothing but himself, concluded the Ice King, but he needs something to keep him warm in the winter and the snow. So the Ice King was decided. The muskrat was get his coat back, but it would be patchy and unkempt. After that day, he became known as Mangy Muskrat. And that is how the goblins tricked the muskrat into giving up his coat, and how he got his name. That feels kind of harsh, doesn't it? I mean, he was in the wrong first, but damn. Kind of feel bad for him, low-key. The moose teaches the goblins. Oh, they're gonna teach him to fish. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, the crafty goblins were hungry. This wasn't unusual. The goblins were always hungry. But today, they were particularly hungry. They opened the wise princess's cupboards to look for a snack, but all she had was a small pile of nuts and berries and just one strip of dried fish. The goblins grabbed it all and gobbled it up, but they were still hungry. They went out into the woods to look for more to eat. First, they dropped by the small pond. The big frog was asleep, and beside the pond was a pile of insects she had caught for eating after she woke up. The goblins crept up to the pile, careful not to wake the big frog. As they got close, she ribbited loudly, and they froze. But the big frog kept sleeping. So they grabbed up the pile of insects and gobbled it up, but they were still hungry. As they crept back into the woods, they found the stalwart moose watching them. Did you just steal the big frog's food? The goblins tried not to look guilty, but failed. She said we could have them, they cried. Oh, really? Asked the moose. Let's ask her. So, Moose woke up Big Frog and asked, Did you say the goblins could have your food? The big frog looked at the goblins, who she knew were always hungry, and nodded. Yes, I did. Really? Asked the moose, surprised. Frog nodded, and the moose sighed. All right then, he said, but he had to let the goblins go. Their next stop was the river. They watched as Old Bear swiped at a leaping salmon, catching it deftly in his large paws. He lay it out upon a rock and left it to dry, lumbering into the woods to seek out some berries. The crafty goblins crept up to the rock, carefully in case the Old Bear returned. They reached the rocks, grabbed the salmon, and gobbled it all up, but they were still hungry. As they crept back into the woods, the stalwart moose was once again waiting for them. Are you going to tell me Old Bear said you could have that? Yes, replied the goblins. Old Bear ambled up to them at that moment, and Moose asked him, Did you leave that fish for the goblins? The old Bear looked at the goblins, who he knew were always hungry, and nodded. I did, he said. Really? Asked the Moose. Really, said the Old Bear. After Moose left, Old Bear said to the goblins, Be sure to tell the princess I was kind to you, and don't steal my fish again. The goblins, still hungry, went out looking for one more meal. They crept up to the mangy muskrat's lodge and began to climb inside when they were dragged right back out. The stalwart moose dangled them by the seats of their pants and said, Now, I know Mangy Muskrat didn't tell you that you could eat his food, because he blames you for his coat being ruined. Besides, he barely has enough for himself, and he doesn't share with anyone. The goblins began to protest, but he shook his head. He set the goblins down and said, Come with me. The goblins followed the stalwart moose to a part of the river where it ran slow enough for them to walk into it safely. He gave them each a fishing line and said, I'm going to teach you to fish, so that when you are hungry, you do not need to steal from the animals of the forest. It will be hard work, but it will be honest. The crafty goblins were not against working hard. They were just hungry, and so they listened to Moose and soon pulled wiggling fish out of the water. They ate them up, and finally, they were no longer hungry. And that is how the stalwart moose came to teach the crafty goblins to fish. Oh, no, he gets his hand back. Uh-oh. The Mad Hunter gets his hand back. Once upon a time, in a deep and cold lake near the ancient forest, there lived an old seal who was a powerful witch. After angering the Ice King, she had been bound to the lake, allowed only to venture out when the moon was full, and only looking like the hag she truly was. For years, she dreamed of vengeance, all alone within the deep lake among the corpses of her many previous victims. One night, she awoke to see a black and hooded silhouette clawing to reach a beautiful gown full of stone. The human had delved far deeper into the lake than any land dweller should have been able to go. His tenacity and ferociousness impressed the moon hag. She decided he would be wasted in her statuary of corpses. She used her magic to enspell him, allowing him to breathe underwater, but also binding him to her service. You, she said, will be the instrument of my release and my revenge, for you and I together will kill the Ice King. The moon hag had never heard of the Mad Hunter, and she did not know the power he wielded. She could only tell he was a hunter, and her lust for revenge blinded her to the threat he posed. She gifted him a hand of ice, which was not as nimble as a hand of flesh, but allowed him to serve her better than no hand at all. The moon hag spent years devising the perfect plan to kill the Ice King, and years more moving all the pieces into place to execute it. In the meantime, the Mad Hunter served her, guarding her chest of treasures and plotting his own plots. Finally, everything was prepared. The full moon rose, and the moon hag stepped on land, giddy at the thought she would never have to leave again if it did not please her. She brought the Mad Hunter to his post, a jagged peak of ice and stone from which he would loose the arrow that would slay the Ice King. Before she could go, he put forward a proposal. "Moon hag," said the Mad Hunter, "if you grow back my missing hand, I would be certain to hit the Ice King with my arrow. We will have only one shot, and I would hate to miss. You're a powerful witch, so you'll be able to craft ties to bind me to this place that I cannot break." The hag considered it. "All right, I will grow back your hand and then bind you here with ties that will not break." She cast a spell, and the Mad Hunter's hand of ice was replaced with a hand of flesh, and the witch left to complete the next part of her plan, and the Mad Hunter grinned wickedly in the moonlight. After a short time, the moon hag returned, luring the Ice King into the Mad Hunter's line of sight. "What is this about, moon hag?" asked the Ice King. "Many a long year have you bound me to the lake," said the moon hag. "Many a long year have I been alone in the dark. That ends tonight." She cast a powerful spell that made the Ice King slow to react, and then gave the signal. "Mad Hunter," she cried, "let your arrow fly." Nothing happened. She twitched nervously. "Mad Hunter," she growled, "let your arrow fly." Still, nothing happened. The Ice King, meanwhile, was striding toward her, slow but furious. The moon hag fled, running first to the jagged peak of ice and stone where her servant should have waited. But the peak was empty. The ties had been broken, and the Mad Hunter was gone. For in the end, he was the more powerful of the two, especially once he had two hands. When the Ice King finally caught the hag, his furious voice could be heard throughout the forest. "For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. You will no longer be allowed to leave, not even under a full moon." The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. And this is how the Mad Hunter escaped the moon hag, and how he got his left hand back. I remember them talking about that one in the game, in the last chapter. Okay, that was all of them, though. Sweet. Let's get right back to the actual game,
Starting
then.
the fire again?
Yeah, I'm gonna boil some water. You want something to drink?
Tea, coffee. Let's do some coffee.
Would you rather have instant coffee or instant coffee?
Nah, sorry. I'm more of a tea person. Get it? Tea. As in,
How long have you been waiting to make that joke?
longer than I'm willing to admit.
I am so glad Eddie came through on the caffeine.
Shh, did you hear that?
The Ice King is sending us a warning.
Oh, shit. What am I looking for? Aha. Oh, shit. Walked a little too fast.
"For your punishment," said the Ice King, "you shall be banished from the forest.
And if you dare come back before the new moon,
You shall feel my anger in your gut. Hear it in the wind. Whoosh!
Do you think the Ice King would really react that way? He may be intimidating, but he's always fair and never mean.
Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe he tells the goblins to help the people they hurt instead?
Great idea, sweetie. Why don't we think about it at dinner? I'll put everything away for safekeeping while you go wash your hands.
Can you put them in the binder so they don't get stained?
Of course, love.
I still think my dark and twisty version was better.
You put so many hours into that book.
Yeah. Our binder was full of extra drawings and incomplete stories. Think they're all still in the kitchen drawer?
We should go take a look.
Was there anything to look out here? Look at out here? No? Just the beautiful scenery. Kitchen. Is it somewhere in here? This isn't it. No, that's the cake recipe. What was I doing? Find your old drawings. Looking at a plant? Cool. It wasn't under here, was it?
Ooh,
no.
I could turn this thing into a terrarium.
The tank? Yeah. Fuck yeah, do it. Free glass tank? With like a lid like that and everything? Those things aren't cheap. Oh, is it? Oh, I thought it was like in this box. Man. Maybe they're up in the room? Perhaps? Look down here just in case, but... Yeah, maybe upstairs.
Hey, Tyler.
Pays for horses, Allison.
It drove me so crazy when Marianne said that.
Damn. I guess we are really just leaving that paper airplane then. Never getting that down. I really thought I looked at everything. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. In here? No, I already looked at that. And I already looked at that. Was that something? Oh, I haven't looked at this. Others may not understand the laughs we have together and love we share for each other, but I know whatever happens, every goblin has a twin. I love you. Happy Siblings Day. Cute. Well, there goes my idea of where the drawings are. Tyler, where the fuck are the drawings you were talking about? Is that it?
Come check this out.
Oh!
Allison's first drafts. Right. 'Cause I didn't contribute at all.
Come on. I know you did. I can't believe she kept all these.
You'd think putting them on the fridge for a couple of weeks would have been enough.
You know how we thought of ourselves as the goblins? Did you ever get the sense that maybe Marianne was the princess in the stories?
Yes.
Yeah. She called her bedroom the princess's sanctum, and She was all alone in the woods, in this house, until we showed up.
She was. Alone, but with a few friends who helped her along the way.
What are you doing?
Trying to figure out, like, who each of the
Research.
characters are.
So, if Marianne was the princess, then who were all the rest?
Well, the
And
moose was
here we
Eddie
go.
for sure.
Oh, come on. Humor me.
Aha. Oh, I see. Look.
Poor Moose. Really didn't do him justice.
Justice? Kind of ironic, huh?
Considering he was the lawful good one.
Too bad the law isn't really
Eddie's
just.
in the middle, so we need to swap.
You go here.
Yes. That's correct. Because she's gotta be the... Yeah, Tessa's gotta be the pelican, and then Sam is the bear. This has to be right. Right? How would it not be? God, the hunter drawing is so creepy. Is this really not right? Do I need to switch these two?
This one.
What? Maybe this,
You done?
and then switch these two? What? This is it. Yes.
All right. I think I'm done.
You sure?
Yeah. Yes.
How do you like them apples?
You know, I think you might be onto something. What about these guys? I don't see them being real life people.
Yes.
Or this one.
Yep. Totally Marianne.
Why a princess, though? Why not a queen?
She hated authority.
Yeah. She'd have been a terrible ruler.
Okay.
The specific human attributes you have assigned to these forest animals are truly thought-provoking.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. God. So creepy.
You better hurry, or the Mad Hunter will catch us! We need to hide. This way! What's going on? I don't know. Is he here? Is he really here? I don't know. I'm scared.
Ew! It's so creepy.
Go back to the forest!
I'm unsure if, like, it's kind of real or if it's like a personification of something. You know what I mean?
I forgot about that.
Like, I
We've
think the
been
Mad
pretending
Hunter is
he was there.
maybe
Suddenly he was.
the
That was the
personification
only time
of
that happened, right?
mental illness, perhaps? Like the mom's mental illness?
Allison. Wait. It felt way too real. It was...
Us. Pushing our imagination way too far.
Great. Sam Kansky, Grandmaster of Bad Timing. We're not done with this conversation.
Oh,
Morning, Sam.
Ahoy, goblins! I ran into Chief Brown, who said you were starting to clean up on the house this morning, so, I kind of figured you might need some supplies.
That's... Thank you.
thanks,
That
man.
was very thoughtful.
Oh, also got something for you, Tyler.
Oh, shit.
Every man needs a good knife. There you are.
Sure, man.
Thanks, Sam.
Good.
Pocket knives
Good.
can be kind of cool. Like the fancy ones. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and before I forget, for the lady of the house.
I can tell that's like a sweet move for him, though. You know, like a gender-affirming kind of thing.
It was her mom's favorite recipe.
Oh.
Still make it darn near every week. Think of her every time.
Thanks, man.
Thanks. But we don't have a stove. Still no electricity.
Oh, yeah. That fuse box is busted. Just another thing I've been meaning to put back together around here.
Where is it? I can take care of it.
Oh, I don't doubt you can. But, I've been kicking this thing back to life for the last 20-some years. I'll give you a hand.
All right.
Box is in the barn. Follow me.
Sure.
We'll be right behind you.
He's, you know, it was kind of a rocky start, but I think because in the first episode I, like, gained his respect or whatever. He's being pretty nice, I will say. He doesn't have any ill will.
Well, I guess old bears can learn new tricks.
Yep.
Ooh,
Come
I
on.
want to look at the birdhouse.
Let's go get our electricity
Bird
back
feeder.
on.
God, every time I always say birdhouse. Even I have a bird feeder, and I always say
Hey,
birdhouse.
the birds ate all the seed already.
Damn. Okay. Don't want to keep him waiting too long. It's probably cold outside. Are we going in this way?
So, how's school?
I graduated already. Outdoor studies.
Oh, outdoor studies, huh? Well, it's a good thing I came along when I did. You know, I built this here barn for your mama.
What's wrong with the fuse box?
What happened to the fuse box?
Oh, I forgot to put it back together after I fixed one of the fuses that kept snapping. Turns out a circuit was a little worse for the wear. I soldered it back on the spot, just the way your mama would have wanted. Made her happy when things could be fixed instead of thrown out. Anyways, let me find that darn key.
Yeah. Why do you still have the keys?
Wait, Sam. You have more of our keys?
Yeah, the one for the barn's called a railroad key. See, it's got this special tip that you can...
Fascinating. I'll take that off your hands now.
Well, I, figured I might still need to do some maintenance.
I know you mean well,
nope.
Sam, but
We're
come
good.
on.
Thank you.
Can't keep the keys
Fair
to
warning,
the place.
It was a bit temperamental.
Haven't you been taking care of this place? You didn't oil the doors?
What? You think I just hang out here all day or something? Here, son, give me a try.
Good.
Okay, when you twist it as far as you can to the left, give it a nice little jerk.
Oh, the handle.
Damn it.
No shit.
Well, could have been worse, I guess. It's just the handle.
Well, at least the door's open now.
Yeah, well, it's easy enough to fix. Now, that fuse box.
I kept thinking
Oh,
those
no,
circles
no.
were like
you
interactables.
and you are going to clean up your mess. I'll take care of the fuse box.
But I didn't do it.
I'm not asking. Go on.
All right. Oh, God.
All right. Fuses go into plugs. Should be easy enough.
Marianne, I wrapped up your electrical board. I gotta run, but in case you want to check it out, careful not to overload the circuits. You'll have to use 15 amp fuses for the garage. Amps total up to 120 amp for the whole house. Sam,
whole
P.S.
jam needs
Pretty
to be
proud of
replaced.
myself. For once I've respected
Sand that part
the
down.
right color
Could
coding.
refinish the whole thing,
Each fuse
but
should have the right color cable.
That's a lot of work for an old door. Pass me that handle.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
What happened? You okay?
15, 20, and 30.
Yeah, just a bum knee.
So,
Directed
okay.
playing
Let
ball.
me
Ball.
let me
Football?
write this
In
down.
college?
High school.
So you'll have to use 15
Let's
amp
pull
fuses
back
for the
around.
garage.
Well,
Okay.
still, well, I got hurt.
Damn.
I got, because it takes math, and I don't do that. Okay, so 15 amp for the garage. Total for the whole house is 120. Oh, hang on.
Problem must be the latch.
Which one is the garage?
No
The
shit.
bottom two?
It's covered in rust.
Nothing a little
Place
salt and lime
fuse,
can't fix.
15 amp.
Salt and lime. It's a door latch, not a bottle of cheap tequila.
And then, so when he's, yeah, so for the whole house,
Could go for a margarita
it equals
right about now.
120.
A margarita?
So they
Really?
need each
Right.
30 because 120,
Sam
12
likes
divided by
things.
4 is 3. So 30,
Let's try this one.
30. Because I'm thinking the garage doesn't count for the house total 120. If I'm correct.
Here, hold this. I want to get a look at the spindle.
Shouldn't we get this cleaned up before we put it back together?
I just want to check
Okay.
something. Hey, you two got any,
Wait, that's not right.
It's
You
not!
don't need a hand.
Hey, I'm moving at my own pace. I need to know this stuff.
All right.
women, huh?
Don't do that, Sam.
Yeah.
Did you read the note next to the box?
Yes, I did, Because... Yeah, 30. How is that not right? Unless it means total for the whole house counts the garage.
Ugh, there's mold everywhere.
Amps total
Well,
up
don't
to
stick your
120 amps
nose
for the
in
whole
there.
house.
Like it's a goddamn bouquet. Mildew's always a problem with these doors.
Okay,
They're on
let's
the north side,
take
so no
these
sunlight.
out.
Sounds like the builder really screwed that up, huh?
Remove it, please.
Hey now, watch yourself.
Remove.
We just need to clean it with
So
turpentine,
15
right?
and 15
And
is
borax?
30.
Mm-hmm. Probably
So,
ought to go right, too. I usually
120
air out the
minus
barn when I
30
can. And oil
divided
springs.
by
Linseed?
4.
Hell no. That stuff's
Well,
a
that's
hatchery for mold.
22 and a half, which wouldn't make a lot of sense, I don't think. I don't get it. I don't get it.
See that little silver bit? It needs to be forced back onto the brass bit.
That's probably.
Do I
what
need
was
to do
jamming
it in
the first
order?
place.
Probably
Like
so.
1, 2,
You got a
3,
good
4,
head
5,
for this
6?
stuff.
Yeah, well, you're not the only person who used to
So-
fix stuff around here.
Maybe?
Pretty much took an army to keep this
1,
place standing.
2, 3, 4, 5. I hate this.
I guess I should try a higher amp fuse.
Careful, you don't
Why?
put a low amp in a high amp plug. That's a fire just waiting to happen.
Just do the math, Allison.
I did. Hold on. Let me do something. Cause I forgot about the color codes. This is so stupid. I hate this. Okay. So we're looking at the colors. So do I just need to color code it? Do I not actually have to worry about the math? Is that it? So 20 because it's yellow. This one also needs to be 20. Oh my god. Sometimes I rub my eyes and then they sting. It's very cool and awesome. This one also needs to be a 20. This one needs to be a 15. And then this one needs to be a 30. Like, was it really... Did I not need to pay attention to the math? God
Seems
damn
good.
it. I didn't even need to know the math at all. Just the colors. Oh, I was overthinking it so hard. God damn. Oof.
You damn fool.
Everything okay?
You two look like you got this all in hand, so, bye.
Oh, I do feel bad. Like, honestly, the shit that he says, he's at least open
What
to
was that about?
criticism and stuff. Like, he's not a bad dude. He's just
Preda rep.
ignorant, but not, like,
What's that?
cruelly ignorant.
Ew, what?
Do not spill it on your shoes.
I sense a story here.
I sense a story.
Well, if by story you mean using it at fireweed to get rid of some rats, and then spilling it on my only pair of shoes, then yes.
That sucks.
Hey, it was not funny.
Sure thing, B-boy. Huh, look at this. I think this is where she made all her toys. Toilet paper tubes, rope, cardboard.
I'm wondering what she planned to make there. Maybe a car? Ooh, or a tank.
She was so crafty.
And she could draw and write and take pictures.
She could have been an artist instead of just locking herself up out here.
Hey there, little buddy.
Really?
Are you cooing at a spider? It had better be a tiny one.
Don't listen to the mean lady. You're an 8-legged beauty.
What are we gonna do with this wreck?
Take it apart and sell the scrap.
Yeah, be my guest.
Be my guest. It sure looks like a pile of junk to me.
Where you see junk, I see dollars. Oh man, I'm gonna put together the sweetest toolbox ever.
Found Marianne's stash.
Ooh, strawberry.
Blueberry, salmonberry.
Oh, salmonberry.
Huh.
I wasn't reading.
Birch and
I just saw
fireweed?
red and I was like, whoa.
Bet it tastes like restricted freedom and 9 p.m. lights out.
Does canned food really expire? I mean, it's airtight, right?
Not gonna be the one to test that out.
Those have definitely gone bad.
As far as I'm concerned, they always were.
Damn.
Allison, do you know who this is?
What did you find?
Do you know who that is?
Yeah. That's Carol, Eddie's mom. I've seen other pictures of her, but never this one.
Man, look at Brown. And Marianne. She looks really happy.
Can I?
Careful, the glass is broken.
Oh.
Are you okay? It stings. Let's go see Mom.
But she'll get mad. We weren't even supposed to be here.
I still had to look at the gun thing. Can I go back? Oh, thank God. Hold on, hold on. No, I can't! Oh, I was saving. I
feel
thought it was
something
last.
strong. It's making my teeth tingle.
Follow the memory.
Come on, it's gonna get infected.
Also, you know what I realized in the last chapter is when we were talking to Eddie near the end,
She said not to disturb her and Eddie.
I totally forgot that I probably could have held space to do like the
Where are
twin
you
voice
going?
thing, but I just didn't register
when
it
she
because
was
I didn't
around.
have a prompt.
Family, Eddie. How could you do this to me?
Look, I had to make that call.
Ooh, what call?
What were they talking about? I can't figure out what's going on.
I don't know, but I remember that whatever Eddie had to do, whatever that call was about, it was tearing him up.
Oh, I'm leaving footprints.
He was being a total cop, and Marianne got pissed and threw him out. Here, I'm gonna show you what I remember.
No, hang on.
Feel it.
Can't I look? Oh, no. God damn it. Maybe I can at a later time. That sucks. Okay. There it is.
I had to make that call. I was just following the law.
Oh, yeah? And this little visit right here? What would the law say about this, huh?
Look, I didn't have to come out here, but I did.
You're a goddamn hypocrite. Get out of here.
Marianne.
I said get out! Out!
What? She didn't throw the picture at him.
You sure about that? He was being a complete dick.
How can you be sure? We were eavesdropping. We could barely see a thing.
What do you think happened then?
Okay.
Look. I had to make that call. I was following procedure. What I'm legally required to do.
Then why are you here? Pretty sure this isn't procedure.
I wanted you to hear it from me.
Please leave.
Marianne. I'm sorry.
Please just go.
I feel like that one is the more likely one.
How do we keep remembering the same things so differently?
It was a long time ago, and, well, memory's a tricky thing.
Wait, when did that happen?
I'm not sure. I think it was the exact same day she attacked you.
That's what I thought.
But Uncle Eddie said he hadn't seen Marianne for weeks.
Yeah, that was bullshit. And what was all that about following the law? What was he doing here exactly?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I have no idea. We shouldn't jump to any conclusions.
Look, I know he took care of you, but that doesn't make him incapable of lying.
I can't see him being that cold with Marianne, even if he was being a cop.
I mean, I can, but who knows? I guess memory's a tricky thing, huh?
Mm-hmm. Marianne was sad, Marianne was angry. If it was the exact same day that it happened,
Get out of
that
here.
one might be more likely because she was very unhinged. If it was earlier, it might have been this.
Goddamn.
I hate to side with Tyler on like everything, but again, if it's the
Get out of
same
here.
day, I feel like it was that.
You're a goddamn hypocrite. Get out of here. Get off my property right now.
Also, if the glass was already broken, like he was saying, then it would explain the broken glass on the picture.
So, we agree. Brown came out here and bullied Marianne the same day she attacked us. And then lied about it. Now what?
I mean, either way, he did lie.
Go
so...
and get a straight answer from him.
Right now?
Yes. I'll go get my car keys.
But what will these mountains of trash do without us?
Fuck the trash.
It's tricky. Because I don't know. But, like, again, I'm just going off of sequence of events, educated assumptions. I don't know, but...
Man, I can't believe Brown lied. I mean, I may not be the guy's biggest fan, but he's always talking about the truth and the law and shit.
Do you have to be so happy about it?
What?
I know you've been waiting for something like this. Something that proves Eddie's an asshole. But gloating about it is really not cool. It's Tina. I gotta take this. Yeah, just a sec. I'm parking the car.
What a nightmare of a road. Oh my god.
Guess I'll just go stretch my legs then.
No, just give me a sec.
Yeah, I want to know what's going on with her. When I was editing, I remember she said she had, like, checked her email
Okay,
a bunch
Tina,
about
what's
something,
going on?
so I'm like,
Hi,
what
hon.
is it?
I've got someone who is super interested in seeing the house.
Oh, that's amazing. When?
They're just in the area for a couple of days, so they'd like to come by day after tomorrow.
Oh, I'm not sure it'll be ready.
Hun, this guy is very motivated, but I know he's looking at other properties. And It's not like you've had people breaking down the door.
I appreciate that, but we've kind of got a lot going on over here.
What's that?
Did I mention it would be an all-cash offer?
I mean, we do need to sell the house.
Do it.
Yeah?
Yep.
Great. I'll set it all up and send you the details. Later, hon.
What is this? Oh, bear encounters are frequent during salmon run, May through October. Exercise extreme caution along all rivers, local trails, viewpoints, and glacier roads. During autumn, bears move to higher elevations to feed on berries and den for the winter. Do not feed the bears. Keep all foods properly stowed and contained. Stay alert. Never hike alone. Do not run. Okay. In case of violent attack, fight back vigorously. Oh my god. Oh, there he is. What's this?
Dee and I did that trail a couple years ago. We drank ice-cold beers when we reached the summit.
Ew. Beer's so nasty. Eek. Also, I know I could have looked at the vote for Tom poster, but I feel like it wouldn't have gleaned much because I've already been aware. Cute little carving.
The artist really nailed this one. Dorian Key. Kinda rings a bell.
Heck if I
Looks
know.
like you found a nice spot.
Look at that. God damn.
For, right?
Let's go.
So, Tina?
Tina West, our realtor.
Oh, that Tina. What'd she need?
Well, we have an interested buyer. Tina's gonna show him the house day after tomorrow.
Oh, great.
Apparently he'd be paying cash, but he's just in town for a few days, so... I mean, we're not signing anything in blood. It's just a showing.
Yeah.
I know.
Look, we both need this money, and it'll take at least a few weeks, right? There's plenty of time to figure out all this Marianne stuff.
Yeah, nothing's gonna
It's
happen
fine.
immediately.
You did it. It's done. Let's move on. So, before Tina called, we were talking.
Yeah?
I'm not happy your foster father fucked up.
Oh yeah? Because you sure sounded like
He
it.
hid information about Marianne.
I know! You just don't have to rub it in.
I get it. You're always gonna side with him over me.
Come on,
That's not
fair.
true.
Then why do you keep doing it?
This town, these people, they're just memories to you. But it's my home, Tyler. My friends, my family. And as much as I want answers, I'd rather not lay waste to my entire life to get them.
You seem pretty eager to ditch all those friends and family, Allison. Apparently a cash offer is all it takes.
I'm ready to move on. But that doesn't mean I want to burn every bridge on my way out.
I get that part, yeah.
Her hometown looks pretty picturesque from here, doesn't it?
You're way more attached to this place than you let on.
It's pretty crazy Tina found someone willing to pay cash for a house out here, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
You guess? That's it?
I don't really want to talk about the house right now.
Oh, okay. We don't have to.
I was like, I can't do anything. I guess it's snowing.
Hey, you feeling this?
Found you! North Star! Okay, now you're the star and I'm the compass. Okay, and don't cheat. I know you were sending me fake hints last time. I did not. Yes, you did. Okay, I won't do it again.
You were always accusing me of cheating.
Because you totally did.
It was a cool game. Guessing where you were just by feeling what you felt.
No one else could play with us.
No one else could play it with us.
That was the beauty of it.
For real? You never wanted any other friends?
No, not really. I mean, we had each other. That was enough for me.
Hey, I really am sorry I gave Tina an answer without talking to you first.
It's okay. You probably made the right call.
Thank you.
You were right to call me out earlier. I was being a jerk about Eddie.
I'm all for enjoying the wins as they come, but maybe not at the expense of my father figure.
I'll try my best.
All right, we're on good terms again. Yay!
I can't believe the old cannery's still in business.
Plenty more fish in the sea. For now.
It's so hard because both of them are pretty valid in pretty much everything they're feeling. So I can't definitively take sides on like everything because I'm like, oh, I get it. I get their different perspectives and everything. Also, though, he did take the fall for her. So she did, when she's like, oh, these people are just memories to you. It's like, okay, well, that's kind of because he was in juvie for 10 years.
Hey,
but go off.
Look what I found.
Hello, what was that? Oh.
Aha.
I was like, we're looking at a tree.
I knew it was still here.
I knew we'd been here before. We claimed it as part of the Ronin kingdom.
And it still is. All it needs is a little update.
Hell yeah. Pocket knife comes in handy.
What are you doing?
What I wanted to do back then, but I didn't have the guts. There, looking better already.
You're right. Way better.
Hell yeah. Cute. I like that. It is hard because it's like, I don't necessarily think, as of right now, Eddie is a bad guy. But I think they're both valid in a lot of the feelings that they're having about him, you know?
So, what's the plan?
Like, he did clearly lie and keep stuff from them, but he did also raise her, so...
We go inside and calmly ask Eddie why he was there that day.
All right.
Let's try to let him get his side of the story out, okay?
Okay.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I understand, Mr. Barrow. I'll be sure to let him know. Yes, I have it all written down. Have a good day, Mr. Barrow. Morning,
Hello.
Missy.
How'd you get stuck working reception?
Rose called in sick this morning. I'm covering for her while I try to get my paperwork done. What are you doing here?
Just checking in with Uncle Eddie.
I'm guessing from the identical features that this is Tyler?
Tyler, Denise, Tyler.
Hello.
Wilson, could you tell Officer Vincenzi that I'll be... Oh, good morning, Allison.
Hi, Uncle.
I'm gonna take Dr. Torres' statement. No need for Vincenzi to come back to the station.
Wow, didn't even say shit to me?
He
What the
doesn't
hell?
seem like he's in the best of moods.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but he's been a little off all day. Good luck.
Damn. Can we talk?
Great. He has an excuse to brush us off.
I'm sure he'll make...
Hey.
He speaks. How's Delos treating you so far?
Happy to see Allison.
It's been good to see Allison.
She's been talking nonstop about you lately. I know she's happy to have you here. Hey, been meaning to say, Allison showed us that article you wrote for the Juneau Daily last year. You were spot on. The state needs to be giving way more money to youth centers.
Hell
Fireleague
yeah.
was lucky to have you.
I loved working with those kids.
Thanks. I spent a lot of time fighting for more outdoor activities. Made some enemies in the administration over that one. But the first time those kids summited Mount Roberts, man, they were so proud. It felt great.
I know exactly what you mean. I volunteer sometimes with the JCE. Give lectures about police work, lead group talks when I can.
What's the JCE?
JCE?
You know, Juno Coalition for Equality.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Wait, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't mean to preach, but the kids in those groups, be it Fireweed or the JCE, they need people who really understand them. People who know where they're coming from and will fight for what they need. Anyways, sorry for the rant.
Oh, hello, kids.
Not at all.
Hello,
Well, girl.
middle-aged adult.
Is that implying that she's
Your uncle said you two were gonna be neat.
Chief Brown's taking a
LGBT?
statement, but you might be able to snag him when he's done.
That's what I'm getting from it.
Every time we clear out
Because when it's like, oh, dear colleagues, no. Did I look at that before? The sticky note? I thought, I don't know.
How is Linda? Later. I feel like I haven't seen her in months.
Who designed this building? MC Escher? Layout is totally bizarre.
She gets to see the kids every day, so.
I bet Brendan's thrilled.
Oh, yeah. Happy as any teenager who's got to spend extra time with his mom.
Well, I'll let you work.
No worries. You're not a bother.
Hello. What's
Dr.
up?
Torres, you said your daughter
Tyler
was during the
Ronan.
incident?
Good to see you again.
She was.
You've
I'll
gotten
need her
tall.
information.
That usually happens between ages 11 and 21.
Yeah,
Isabella Henderson,
well,
July
welcome home.
16th, 2009.
It's been a while.
Different last name?
Thanks. It's been a while.
So, what brings you two around?
Ex-husband.
Does she live with you most of the time?
I want to see the
No,
chief.
Her father has.
We're here to see Chief Brown.
Oh boy,
Because my-
what do you do now?
She stays.
Suspects wanted for a felony.
Oh, well, don't forget to read him his Miranda rights. So is there anything I can help you with?
How's your day?
Busy day around here?
Well, the fire alarm went off 3 times in the span of an hour this morning. I thought the chief was gonna rip that alarm right off the wall.
Hey, can I talk more?
No.
Aw.
Was I in this report? Ah, right.
I'll make it up to you, I
Someone
promise.
vandalized
Either way,
Is she?
you're missing this?
Chenzi
Oh.
was
My locker
dispatched to
key.
home at 6:29
Where'd you
a.m.,
find it?
But you couldn't
In the
stay to
snow,
give a statement?
outside the station.
Mm-hmm.
Be in surgery.
All right.
I was already
Now
running
let that
behind.
one pass, Missy.
Says here you work at.
So,
Sorry, Tyler. Duty
Okay.
calls.
Sorry, I just
Sure is a
wanted to make
commute.
sure.
It certainly is.
All right, are we good, girl?
I'm a surgical
Are you ready?
at one of the only hospitals in Southeast Alaska. I'm basically
I don't want to
always on
interrupt, but
Yeah, of course.
Morning, Chief Brown.
Good morning, Tyler.
hey, could we talk to you in private? It's a little urgent.
Can you excuse me for a second, Dr. Torres? What's
I feel
going on,
bad
you two?
just interrupting.
We had a few more questions about our mother.
Look, now's not the best time.
Well, maybe we can come back later then?
Excuse me. Come on. Guys, I'm understaffed today. I've got a receptionist out sick, an officer dealing with personal issues. I need to finish taking this woman's statement, and I don't have time to chat right now.
We were just hoping for some answers.
Well, I don't know what more you think I'm going to say. I already told you everything. I need to get back to this complaint. Sorry, guys.
Man,
Oh, I hate when he's stubborn.
totally
like that.
shut down.
So what now?
Of course, Miss Torres.
Get the truth.
Well, he's obviously not going to give us the truth. So I say we go get it ourselves. Where do you think they'd stash her file?
I don't know. The archive room? Maybe Eddie's office? Wait, you're not seriously thinking of breaking and entering a police archive?
Go big or go home.
All right. Incident report states you called yesterday at 6:13
Okay.
a.m. because someone vandalized your mailbox. Officer Chenzi was dispatched to your home at 6:29 a.m.
Hey.
Oh.
What are you two up to over there? Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. We're just, I was just telling Tyler where the upstairs bathroom is. Tyler, help me out here.
Oh,
What?
Yeah. Toilet emergency, lake water, you know, Mother Nature's juice cleanse.
There's a bathroom just past the break room. Behind you. First door on your right.
Forget it, Tyler. There's no way we're getting upstairs out in the open like this. It's too suspicious. There must be another way up.
Did he?
You know, Greg's was talking about a fire drill earlier. Are there any kind of fire exits?
Oh my god. Why didn't I think of that? Lobby, now.
Oh shit, okay.
All right. Incident report states you called yesterday at 6:13
All right. Let's see. There. Fire exit.
It opens up to a staircase on the side of the building, but it'll definitely be locked from the inside. If one of us were to create a diversion, the other could slip upstairs and open the door. And since you're the troublemaker, I nominate you as the one to make a scene.
Wait, really?
Got a better idea?
Girl, they like you better.
Aren't cops, like, trained to notice suspicious behavior? I'm not exactly an amazing actor.
Figure out something simple and commit. I have faith in you.
Aww. Okay, what am I gonna do? Maybe I'll do something in the break room? Oh, never mind. Can I... Hello?
That pile of paperwork?
What about it?
I could tip it over.
Kinda messy, but I mean, sure.
Never mind. Let me look at all my options. This is just stuff I've looked at before. Okay, I didn't know if there'd be anything new. Okay.
How about saying someone's climbing the fence?
Really?
I can pretend they're outside, trying to break in.
Alright.
She doesn't seem to think that one will work very well.
What about those missing people posters? I can pretend I've seen someone.
Yeah, sure. Might work.
That one includes a lot of lying.
Guess I probably can't trip the circuit breaker, but I could turn the lights off.
Just go. Improvise.
That one seems stupid. Like, I don't think that one will work very well. Is there any other option? Anything else I can look at? Okay, 3 options. I think the paper one is the best one because you can just be like, oh shit, I bumped into it. I'm so sorry. I think that one's gonna be the best option. All right.
Jesus, Tyler, what happened?
Sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going.
Just leave that there.
Okay. That worked.
Alright. I'm in position.
What now?
Turn right when you exit the station and follow the side of the building. The staircase will be right there.
Okay, exit building, turn right.
You heading out?
Need a smoke.
Yeah, I need a smoke.
You should think about quitting. Only gets harder the longer you do it.
Yeah, I know.
While you're at it, get your sister to stop too.
I would agree. But I'm not having a smoke, I'm lying.
Okay. I'm by the door. Come on.
Hold on. I gotta look at a trash can.
Garbage cans are like the opposite of bear-proof. You know, it's actually really unhealthy for animals to eat our trash.
Simmer down. We don't have time for a ranger rant. And I've got the Wildlife Channel too, you know.
Who's kooky enough to bike to work in sub-zero weather?
That would be Vincenzi. He's got a bike for every season. Names him too.
Damn.
What's this one called?
Duncan Rocket.
Fireworks are illegal in the state of Alaska. I didn't know that. Is that true?
So that mailbox bandit struck again, huh?
Apparently so.
Damn. Okay. Let's go. Hopefully they don't see me through the window.
Shit.
Where are you?
Right here. Open the door.
Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Okay.
Quick, get in. Oh god, what did I just do?
You took control of your destiny. Own it.
Let me in. Okay. Ooh. Into office.
How old is Brown?
38.
Oh, wow. Graduated really young.
Youngest officer to ever join the DCPD.
Damn.
If Eddie catches us in here.
There's no turning back now. Looks like this is where Brown keeps all his personal mail.
And I'm reading it.
Looks like he's working with the Office of Child Services on the case.
None of our business.
Fair enough. But I like to snoop.
Why is Brown on a first-name basis with the director of Fireweed? Oh,
What'd you find?
it's an invoice. Eddie Brown, you'll find enclosed the final invoice for resident Tyler Ronan.
So he's been
The
paying for
Fireweed
it?
administration would like to thank you for all of the support you've given us over the years.
I knew Eddie pulled some strings to send you there, but that's a lot of money.
More backdoors and secret moves.
Maybe he didn't want to make you uncomfortable.
Well, now I feel like I'm in his debt.
Yeah, that is true. What's this?
You applied to a summer drama program back in 2009?
I did, but they rejected me.
Aw.
Michael and I were supposed to go together. He went, but I was stuck here for the summer with no one but Justin Bieber for company. Why?
Justin
Well,
Bieber.
this letter says you got in.
What the hell?
What?
So he just turned it down?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Allison.
Shouldn't be surprised he's lied to me in the past.
That sucks. Oh, why? He just didn't want you to go to a drama class? What the hell? That's so stupid. Oh, collectible.
Huh. Hey, you. Though we are destined to burn, we emerge as stardust.
Is that? Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Burn it. Burn it with fire.
Hold on.
Brown really wants everyone to know what a fine, upstanding citizen he is, doesn't he?
He's a genuinely good person. And saying that here makes me feel even worse.
The police chief of Delos Crossing hosts charity events?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Hey, Eddie,
The
you'll find
community
enclosed
social. He volunteered to help.
your
Since he
invitation
pretty
for the
much
annual
knows everyone,
social.
And more importantly, who's
Plus
all the
one.
cops on who.
Okay.
He's in charge of the seating chart.
Let's put the Vecchies next to...
Can you not?
Cordially invited to attend the 34th annual dinner and dance, honoring all elders in our communities. I already forgot how to pronounce it. Fuck.
You finding anything?
No.
Computer time.
Huh.
Or at least the desk.
Dallas Police Force is getting a new officer.
Finally.
Aw, look at you. Allison Ronan. Perfect daughter.
Can we stay focused, please?
Yeah, fair enough.
This guy has a record. And not a short one. Why is he even in the running?
Shh. Eddie has a really hard time hiring people out here. I don't think he has a choice.
There's always a choice.
Armed robbery. And you want to hire him as a cop? Yeah, sounds about fucking right. He might work. Sandwich artist at Metro Sandwiches. Fire. Okay. So it's just records of this dude.
Seriously? You're gonna try to hack into his computer?
Whoa. Brown looked at our file this morning.
Wait,
Ooh.
what? What does that mean?
I don't know. But there's a reference number. R68653.
I'm gonna write that down. Write that down. Write that down. Just in case. R68653. Perfect. Regarding your request this morning about Ronin case, it hasn't been digitized yet, so you can find the paper originals in the archives for other references about the case. Transcripts of phone calls have been taken out, but you can find the digitized calls through the appendix. It's been 10 years and it hasn't been digitized? That's crazy.
Tom invited Eddie over for dinner?
Oh, yeah. He's been trying way too hard to get Eddie's endorsement.
Does he? Support Tom?
He preferred staying neutral.
Please remember your presence is required. Need all to speak if you can't attend. We'll be talking about implicit bias. This is not punishment. It has nothing to do with the dismissal of Randy Spears. We can all benefit from this discussion, no matter who we are. Council meeting. Nacho Mama. This is a lot. Unless... Okay, there. Whoever keeps leaving dirty dishes in the sink better learn to clean after themselves, or I will personally stuff said culprit into the washer so they can see how it works. Man, who pissed in her cereal this morning? You hit reply all, Sherlock. Damn.
One of his emails mentioned the archives. That's gotta be where our file is.
True. How we gonna get in, though? Unless it's unlocked. Which would be very nice. Oh, code.
Please tell me you know what the code is.
To the highly confidential police archive?
Then how am I supposed to open the door?
I spent hours playing next to this room. I'd see people go inside all the time. The keypad does this little tune. Dum-da-dee-doo.
Seriously?
Go on, try.
Hold on. Okay.
How did that tune go again?
Dum-da-dee-doo. So that's do. Dum. Da. Wait, what is that? Dum da dee do. So. Dum. Da. Dee. Do. Okay. I'm writing it down. Four. Also, I'm just pressing the most, like, weathered looking ones.
That reference number is a good place to start. Let's hit the archives.
Wait, what?
You're pressing the wrong numbers.
6041. What am I...
How did that tune go again?
Dum-da-dee-doo.
Dum. Da. Dee. Do.
Yes.
I'm so smart! Not hard at all, and I'm like, hell yeah. Me and my energy drink are killing it right now.
Looks like they're finally going digital.
Oh, that's right. I remember Eddie complaining about this. They're gonna have to resort everything.
Great.
They've digitized their closed files, but only the ones before 1990.
Meaning?
Meaning our file is still somewhere in those boxes.
Perfect. A room of scattered case files and a half-done sorting system.
Yep. This is gonna be so fun for
Well,
you.
if he did just look at it, then it's likely at least in the right place.
What?
Unless he's not
Why do I have
good
to be the one stuck with
at
box
his job.
duty?
She said,
Because if
see
anyone
ya.
sees me, I'll have a better excuse for being there. Reach out if you need anything. R68653. Look it up.
Look it up, she says. Okay.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh, Oh, it's is it? I'm so confused. There's a lot to look at here. What's this?
Not this one either. Where's the damn box?
Well,
What was that reference number again? 05 R68 653.
This has got to be it.
No, that's not
Oh, 05. So it starts at 05. Could be this one.
it. Here we go.
Okay. Easier than I thought.
Looks like a step-by-step record of the investigation.
Chronological record. Notified by my partner, Officer Christian Holt, of accident at 12 Cannery Road, Delos Crossing. White female identified as Mary Ann Ronan. Falling over deck into lake. Audio recorded tape. Holt and I arrive at the scene, briefed by Patrol Officer J. Chan of incident. Located witnesses, minor's name redacted Ronan and minor's name redacted Ronan. Children of Mary Ann Ronan. Couldn't get a statement from them as they were under dire stress and shock. The children were taken under care of Patrol Officer J. Chan. Coroner investigator arrived at scene, rolled prints of victim, completed photographs of scene, and recovered an unlicensed Rassler 3121 shotgun. Bullets recovered from location. The barn.
well,
So far, I'm not seeing anything we didn't know already. It does reference some other files and audio recordings, though.
you might be able to look those up on the computer. Even if our file hasn't been digitized yet, they may already have it in the appendix.
Indeed. Coroner took possession of body, cleared scene. Interviewed children at station. Stated that after Ronan's hair was cut short by sister, Mary Ann Ronan threatened with a gun. Ronan fled from her. She pursued child to the docks. Ronan stabbed M.A. Ronan, who was still threatening the child before falling over into the water. Witnesses state they called 911 shortly after. Canvassed crime scene, did not recover pair of scissors, claimed... Ooh, so the scissors were gone. Charged minor's name Ronan with homicide. I'm gonna write down the TA 66585 just in case I need that. Turn it back because it said there was an audio recording on here. Number 36360. I think that's all, right? Oh, there's another one. 36359 as well. Okay. I think that's all I need. Yeah, I'm like, how about you put that back?
Alright, I'm in. You can search by keywords. What should I look for?
I don't know. Mary Ann Ronan, March 1st, 2005?
Okay. Crime report. How do I... Okay. Oh, so I just need to... So 05... Just go R61.
References 05 R61 889.
05... Is it this one?
There.
Nice. Nice. Okay. On docket, Lakeside, victim threatened her child with a gun. Child stabbed her with a pair of scissors. Victim subsequently fell into lake. Okay. Ooh. Article shotgun. Registered owner is Sam.
I found a summary of everything. Wow, this is a real detective novel. Brown's quite the wordsmith.
He's not a writer, Tyler.
I'm just kind of skimming this to see if anything is new. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, nothing really new here. Okay. What about the autopsy report? Oh, we got just more stuff. 05 R627.
Okay, I need to check out 05 R62 766.
05. What could it be? No. 05 R62 is what I need. Is it this one?
Nope.
You finding anything?
File number?
05 R62 766.
05. No.
Not this one either.
But I'm not seeing it anywhere. I tried that one and it wasn't that one. Am I supposed to be finding it? Because I am not finding it. I'm really not seeing it anywhere. Am I crazy?
No.
I'm just gonna keep trying. I don't give a fuck.
Nope.
I'm just gonna try all of them because I'm confused.
Not this one either. Where's the damn box?
You find...
No, that's not it. Nope.
Well...
Not this one either. No, that's not it.
You finding anything?
I'm trying my best here.
Not this one either. Where's the damn... No, that's not... Nope.
Well...
Not this one either. No, that's not it.
You finding anything?
Nope. Not
Dude.
this one either. Where's the damn... No, that's not it. Nope.
Well...
Not this one either. No, that's not it. Nope.
Dude. Am I crazy? Oh, it's this one? Oh my god, it was sitting there the whole time. Be for real.
I have her autopsy report.
Okay.
She... God,
What is it?
she drowned. Stab wound was non-fatal.
What?
Yikes. Bloody froth seen in mouth and nose. Waterlogged lungs, pulmonary. Yeah. Clean stab wound. Yeah. Fell over dock into freezing lake water. Yeah, there's nothing else really for us to read on there.
Shit.
What?
He's coming up the stairs.
What?
What do I do?
Stall him.
Stall him.
No shit, Sherlock.
Get him into his office.
Tell him you need to talk in his office.
Okay.
Delos Crossing Police Department.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
It's my mom. She fell in the water and she's not coming up.
Okay, where are you now?
Home. We're home.
Are you alone? Where's your dad?
It's just me and my sister.
All right, honey, can you give me your address?
12 Cannery Road. Please, hurry.
Just stay right where you are, okay? We're sending someone out to help you.
Don't hang up.
Okay. That's okay. Is that everything?
Here.
Pick
up. Reference is 0501 COMEBR.
0501. Is this it? No.
This one either. Where's the damn box?
There it
Okay,
is.
Here it is. Jesus. Unbelievable. Brown reported Marianne to Child Services. What? Where are you?
Oh.
What's going on?
That's what it was. What else am I supposed to find? There was another one, right? Another, like, 05 one?
There might be other references on the computer.
Oh, am I... Oh. Hospital discharge.
Got something.
This is Officer Eddie Brown.
Hello, Officer Brown. This is Simone Prue from the Office of Child Services.
Hello, Mrs. Prue.
I'm calling about the Ronan family. I just wanted to let you know that we will be moving forward with the case.
I see.
Is there anyone additional we should interview while we're in the area?
Yeah, Samuel Kansky is a close friend of the family.
Huh. K-A-N-S?
K-Y.
Great. Your caseworker, Sandy Black, will be arriving on March 5th. She'll drop by the station first thing in the morning.
Mrs. Prue, how worried should we be?
I really can't say until I have a full picture of the situation.
Of course. Well, have a good afternoon, Mrs. Prue.
You too, sir.
I just listened to Brown chatting with OCS. He really did it. He reported her.
What if he was just a go-between? He might not have had a choice. We need to keep digging.
Okay. looked through all this, yeah? Like, I just need to find more stuff?
Okay, I need to check out 05 R68 MISC.
5. These are so hard to find. Is it this? No.
Not this one either.
I'm not seeing what? What? What is the I'm confused. I'm not seeing another one.
No, that's not it.
Well,
05 R68
05 R68. Hello? Is it this one?
Here we go.
Okay. Ugh.
Why is that here?
Patient last name Ronan. Medical record number. Concussion. I see. So that's when he fell out of the tree, right?
Tessa's name came up.
Yeah.
Search for her.
Here. Bingo.
Theft report? Child neglect report. Oh, I can't look anything else up.
Reference is 2005-201-546.
2005. 0146. This? Yeah.
Wait, what the hell? Tessa accused her of child neglect.
Okay, person reporting. Tessa. Marianne Ronan entered Veni Vidi Vici, owned by Thomas and Tessa Vici. Mrs. Vici stated that she observed Ronan browse the aisles for approximately 10 minutes while chatting distractedly with her. Mrs. Vici stated she was behind the cash register and did not have direct eye contact on Ronan at all times. Vici stated that after those 10 minutes, Ronan asked Vici if she had any organic mosquito incense in stock. Vici informed Ronan that she did not, but stated she believed this demand was odd due to the winter season. Ronan then left without purchasing anything else. Vici stated that after approximately 5 minutes, she walked back through the aisle where Ronan had been and discovered a missing box of detergent. Vici states that she had very recently restocked the shelves and no one else had been in the store that morning. Vici stated that she has suspected Ronan of shoplifting before in the past, notably while in the company and possibly with the aid of Ronan's 2 children. Vici stated that she also had reason to suspect Ronan to be guilty of child neglect. They don't eat and are exposed to all kinds of inappropriate influences. Oh. Vici believed it is possible some form of abuse may be occurring in the home. One of those things is not like the other, I fear.
Need to get moving.
Shit.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Tyler. I couldn't stop him. He's coming your way.
Oh, God.
Get out.
Oh, shit.
Uncle, we didn't mean to.
I'm not gonna repeat myself.
You're a goddamn hypocrite.
I said move it.
Hey! Get off me!
Rather spend the night here? Come on!
I said don't fucking touch me!
Go on. And consider yourselves lucky you're family.
Let's talk in private.
You're right. Family. And for Allison's sake, we should talk.
About what?
We saw our file. We know about social services.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why did you turn your back on her? Why did Tessa?
Okay. Yeah, you're right. We need to talk.
Yeah, no joke. I was cordial. I was nice.
The winter before your mother's death was hard.
I have to pause. My boyfriend offered to get me boba. You understand. One moment. Okay, we can resume. I gave him my boba order. He will save it for me for tonight.
Delos Crossing was snowed in for months. Most roads were closed and plane supplies were scarce. Everyone was struggling.
Especially Marianne.
Yeah. She was always just scraping by. And that winter left nothing to scrape up. Even if locals had found time to help her. I don't know, I'm not sure your mother would have accepted.
So Tessa came to you?
You're saying Tessa reported her mother because she was having supply issues?
Tessa came to me because she was honestly concerned.
Right.
I was legally required to report Tessa's complaint, even if I didn't agree.
Yeah, it's kind of Tessa's fault, not his.
That snake? Pretending to care? To be her friend? Just to stab her in the back when she was down?
Tessa helped out your family for years. I'm convinced her concern was real.
Of course you would.
Just following the law, then. Right.
Is that why you came over that day, before she died? You felt shitty, didn't you? That's why you broke procedure?
I had to warn her that it was happening and that it wasn't looking good. An assessment worker had been assigned and started doing background checks. What else was I supposed to do?
I thought always telling each other the truth was our number one.
Yeah, he should have
rule.
told them, for sure.
Still is, little moose.
And yet you still lied.
But it's ultimately
I didn't want
Tessa's
you
fault
two
more
putting
than
yourselves
his.
through unnecessary hurt. But you're adults and that was your choice to make. I'm truly sorry.
Thank you, Uncle.
Just like that, huh?
Just like that, huh? Must be nice to have a daughter who lets you off the hook that easy. Eddie, you keep trying to point your finger at Tessa, but you have to take responsibility for your part in our mother's death.
I've asked myself over and over for the past 10 years what I could have done different. I know I made a big mistake with you two here. And you've got every right to be angry. Being a father, well, it's a pretty tough job. I've tried my best. And I'd like to try my best with you too, Tyler, if you want it.
To get with there with time.
I'm open to getting there. But it's gonna take some time before we're a big, happy family.
I respect that. It's hard work rebuilding trust. But you've got a place here whenever you need it.
Like, he can't just legally not do the things he's required to do. You know. And also for Allison's sake, you know?
Group hug?
No.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely not.
Dang. And it sucks he lied, but again, I blame Tessa way more than I blame him.
No rest for the wicked, huh?
Oh, yeah. Them as wicked as it gets. I'll see you both later. Tyler, what's up?
Yeah.
So, I saw the invoice from Fireweed.
When you were going through my stuff?
Right.
We don't have to talk about it.
Actually, no. I'm not gonna let you tough guy your way out of this. You didn't have to do that, but you did. And going to Fireweed was everything. So, thank you. Okay?
Okay, Tyler. You're welcome.
I'll see you around.
Well, see you around then?
You know where to find me.
Alright. You got some answers, that's for sure.
Well, that went better than I was afraid it would.
I assume we're just leaving, right? Okay. Please pay no mind to the commotion. What's this?
What happened up there?
Long story.
Hey, you know the drill. Chin up.
Yeah. Chin up, stand tall.
Atta girl. I could use a beer.
It's noon.
Which means that by the time I drink one, it'll be afternoon. I can't be expected to enjoy my pulled pork sandwich without a cold one. Are we still on for lunch tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. I'll text you.
Alright. Ooh. She seems cool. I do like her. Let's head on out.
Allison,
What?
you feel like shit.
How can you tell?
Because I feel like shit. What are we gonna do about Tessa?
Nothing. Look, we're not gonna do anything. That's enough, Tyler. Talk to Tessa? Why? What are you looking for? What are you expecting her to say?
I thought she loved us.
Really?
Chief Brown, is it true? Is she? Oh my God. Children,
Tessa. Tessa, you need to leave. Come on, kids.
everything is going to be all right, okay? You're going to be okay, I promise.
Go home. You can't be here right now.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh, God, what a horrible memory to relive. Jesus. Discover intel about Marianne's past and her death.
Where is everybody?
Tessa's gotta be around somewhere.
It's very empty.
I think I'm hearing something.
Well, at least we know the entire world didn't vanish.
Hello? It's awfully spooky.
Given who is here, we can't count out the rapture quite yet.
Okay, I was like, is literally no one in here?
I need to take a breather. I'm gonna do a bit of shopping. You look for Tessa, okay?
On it.
Alright. Can I talk to Michael, though? I like him.
I stopped to take a leak. Just as I was finishing up, what do I
And it's
see?
the guy I met on the ferry,
Big
right?
old bull.
Oh man, I haven't had this cereal in forever.
Yum.
Do. I grabbed my odd six from the trunk and set my
Stripes
sights.
candy?
And you shot
Never
him?
heard of it.
Yes, sir.
Wait, you said you were near.
Maybe I should pick up some for Allison?
This is closed up that way, yeah?
Hey, man, when the Lord opens that kind of door, you walk right through.
I just wanted to look at everything before.
Exactly.
I got a bull moose in my truck and a bull tag in my pocket. Who's gonna know the difference?
Hey guys, I hope I'm not
Hello.
interrupting.
not at all.
Oh, hey! Tyler, from the boat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. We keep bumping into each other, don't we? What were you guys talking about?
I don't think you'd be interested.
Well, maybe I am. What's up, Michael?
You two just can't stay away, huh?
Unfortunately. We're looking for Tessa again.
She took off about half an hour ago.
Oh.
Sorry.
She be back?
Do you know if she'll be back soon?
I don't know if she's even coming back. No one tells me anything.
Damn. Is Tom busy?
How about Tom? He busy?
He's been in the office all morning, so who knows? But it's Tom, so it's probably safe to interrupt him.
Thanks, man. You're so helpful. How about you?
Doing some shopping?
Looking for Tessa.
Just looking for the woman who runs the place.
The shopkeeper's wife? Can't say I've seen her around.
About your hunting story.
So, I heard you were shooting moose outside your permit area.
Not really any of your business now, is it?
Come on. I'm not gonna report you, but it's a shitty thing to do.
I think it's time to finish up your shopping and move on, brother.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, that's what he was talking about? Oh. The hell, man?
We could use some of that at the house.
I thought you were working at the diner today.
Nah, I switched shifts because I wanted to get some sleep, but it turns out I was also scheduled to work at the store today.
Michael.
Damn.
How do you always end up double booked?
Because I'm too much of a badass to read a schedule.
You're gonna work yourself to death, you know?
Yeah, well, I can't really turn the money down. That security deposit is gonna be a bitch.
Real.
Oh, on that subject, we've got someone coming to check out the house in 2 days.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, and apparently he'd pay in cash.
Holy shit. That's what I like to hear. So what
Can
have
I
you
chat
two been
more?
up to today?
Oh, bye. Cleaning up the house.
Just cleaning up the house. Trying to decide if it's worth salvaging anything.
Anything good?
I don't want any of it. Allison will probably take some of it to Juno, though. I hope you guys are planning to burn some sage in that new apartment.
Hey.
Anything else? No? Okay. Well, said he was in the office, so... Oh, unless there's something over by the desk. Anything? No? Okay. Never mind.
Come in.
Alright, Tom. I like Tom. At least so far. What's up, my guy?
What do you mean? We've got enough signatures. It should have at least been enough to stall construction while we figure out our next move.
Nothing in
Well, why
here.
don't we schedule a meeting with the Alaska Wildlife Foundation?
Oh,
Try to
hey.
get their support. Look, Harold, I have to go. We can pick this up at the meeting. I should be on my way over soon.
What's up?
Hey, I hope this isn't a bad time, but is Tessa around today?
She had to step out for a family matter. This wouldn't be something I could help with, would it?
Yeah, maybe, actually. We were over at the police station and we took a look at Marianne's case file.
Okay.
Let's just get straight to it.
Tessa reported Marianne to social services. Did you know?
Vaguely. But I didn't get involved. I didn't think I really had anything to add.
You never thought to mention it?
Well, now, I'm not sure how a thing like that would have come up. And I didn't want to rub salt in any wounds.
Huh. How about when we were in the store yesterday asking about it point blank?
Ooh.
That was between you and Tessa. I try to stay out of other people's affairs.
Why was Tessa at the station?
Why did Tessa come to the police station that night?
She was looking for you two. To make sure you were okay. When she heard what happened, she was a mess.
How exactly did she hear about it so fast?
Can't remember who called, but you know how it is. No news travels faster than a secret. Everyone knew 5 minutes after Brown was on his way out.
Okay, I'm pressing space just in case there's like twin stuff, but no.
Okay. Thank you.
Look, I'm sorry if you felt resistance from people around here.
To put it mildly.
Allison, you know this better than anybody. But your mother's death left a scar on this community. Now, I won't claim we went through anything close to what you did, but it was a cruel reminder of the limits of trust.
We kind of need the truth, though.
Well, if we want to get past the limits of trust, we all need to face what happened, which means being completely honest about it.
We all want to find peace.
I mean, that is a little hypocritical coming from us, though.
It's just harder for some
I'll
people
say
to
that.
talk about the past. Now, you let me know if you have any other questions, okay?
Oh, hey, Michael!
Yes?
You said I should remind you not to be late for your meeting, so don't be late.
Yep. I'll be on my way in a minute. So, kids, was there anything else you two wanted to talk to me about?
Did you ever hear any rumors about our mother? Like, who our father might have been?
What does that have to do with anything?
Not exactly a rumor monger. Your mother was close to a few men, but whether they were your father, I couldn't say.
What does our dad have to do with any of it?
But look,
Our, as in, yeah,
gosh.
their dad. You know.
I'm sorry. I really have to
When
go.
you're playing a game and, you know, it's like, it's you. You get it? But
Michael, could you finish up the storage room and then just close up?
Hey, sure thing, boss man.
See you later.
Hell yeah.
You two want to help a brother out, spend the afternoon here working for free?
Not really, my guy.
Why not?
Oh.
We came here to talk to Tessa, and she's not here.
She's at the cemetery, visiting her parents.
Oh.
Hey, tell you what. Why don't you guys help me close the store, and then we can drive over together. I've been meaning to pay my uncle a visit.
Can't we just wait for her to come back here? I'm not really excited about going there.
Allison, we don't have to visit her grave.
I'm gonna start working in the storage room. Tyler, join me when you're done.
Sure thing.
Hell
Just give me a
yeah.
sec.
Where'd that question about our father come from?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I have no idea.
Oh, I don't know. It was a weird thing to ask, I guess.
Anything else?
Hey, so you look less than thrilled with the plan.
Yeah, like I said, I am not stoked to be going to the cemetery.
You won't be alone.
I know, but I'll be there too. And Michael.
I'm not sure I want to drag him into this.
Hey, he offered. He wants to be there for you.
For me, huh? Well, we need to get the store closed, so go give him a hand.
Anything else?
You sure you're gonna be okay?
Yes, so stop hovering.
Damn. Sorry. Back here? Yes, okay. Hello?
Alright, I already counted there, but I just need you to double check a few things. It's not complicated.
I've got this in the back.
Oh yeah? Because you're just that good, huh?
I'm just clowning.
I'm clowning. I don't even know where to begin. What do I do?
Yeah, let's start with an easy one, alright? Go to the back of the room and tell me how many cans of Molto Bene brand tomato sauce we have left.
Aye aye.
Okay.
I wonder what's in that box. No, that's not it.
None of this looks like tomato sauce.
You know, when you think about it, glass is really just tortured sand.
Huh. Have you been sniffing the spray paint, Tyler?
Billy.
I wonder what's in that box.
What the fuck is the tomatoes? Aha! Oh no, those are oranges.
Why am I standing here looking at this? No.
I
that's
don't
not
know. How am I supposed to know?
it. Yikes, that's unsettling.
Oh, I was like, what is that?
Is that the mangy muskrat?
Collectible! Sweet.
Is that a picture of a priest with little hearts?
Yeah. That's the hot priest who hosts Bible study with Tessa. And for the record, that was Allison's doing. She had a crush on him for ages.
That's
but
funny.
He is very, very hot.
Shit, yeah. I remember him from when we were kids. That's Father Batista.
Yeah, he's got that silver fox thing going on now, see?
Yeah, yep, I see it.
I can just sit. Actually, fuck this.
No, that's not what Michael wanted. The only processed food Marianne ever let us eat. She said they were her guilty pleasure.
Tomatoes. Where the fuck are the tomatoes? I already looked over here, didn't I?
I wonder what's in that box.
Dude, what the fuck am I looking for? I'm so confused. I thought it would be much easier to see. What? Ah! I found it!
Hold on. Let me count this.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14?
There's 14 cans of Malta Bene tomato sauce.
Okay. Sounds about right.
Man, I'm so good at this.
That was easy. I need you to count the bottles of bleach for me.
On it.
On it.
I think I saw something that perhaps resembled bleach somewhere. Not over here, no. Yeah, one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6?
All right. Not bad, Tyler. Not bad.
Careful. They might give me your job.
Oh, you can have it.
What's next?
Come here and help me with this.
Okay. Are they gonna get together? I've been thinking that ever since they met. I'm like, do you think they're gonna get together? I think that would be sick. I think that'd be really cool. I'm just saying.
What's up?
I need your opinion on this masterpiece.
Is that supposed to be me?
Yeah, come on. Look at the hair. Nailed it, right?
It's beautiful.
Honestly, it's beautiful.
Hey, don't make fun of me.
I'm not. Oh, maybe a little bit, but I like it. For real.
Well, it helps to have a good model.
So, this is what you're up to while I was out there doing your work?
What can I say? I'm a multitasker.
Hey, multitasker. I think you made a mistake here. Total amount should be 36.
Oh, how dare you, sir?
What? I just don't want you to get in trouble.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I'm off my game today.
Alright, anything else you wanted me to check?
Yep, one last thing, and then we should be free from this purgatory.
Hit me.
Can you count how many plushies we have in that box over there?
Okay.
Okay.
This one, right?
So...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11?
You've got about 11 left in that box. Did I get it wrong?
Oh, hello?
Michael?
Hello?
Ouch,
Oh.
what the fuck?
Hey, sorry.
Oh, I was like...
It was just Too tempting.
This is cute. Oh my god. Please tell me they're gonna get together. I
Lesson
would
number 1
be
in
so
the
happy.
ancient art of inventory. Never let your guard down.
You have no idea what you just started. First one with 3 confirmed hits wins. Cool?
Oh.
Oh, damn it.
Yes. Can I? Oh.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm so good at this.
One more hit and you're out. Prepare to feel my wrath.
Where'd we go?
God, you're corny. Oh, come on. Is that all you got, Ronan?
You just wait.
Just you wait. I've got a strategy.
Oh, yeah? We'll see.
Come on out. Oh shit. No.
So is this a typical workday for you?
Nah, I
This is
usually
so
don't have
goofy.
such
I love
good-looking
it.
company back here.
Ooh. I'm good looking.
Oh, so I'm good-looking company, huh?
Yeah, well, don't let it get to your head. I'm still destroying you.
No, you're not. Come out. Oh my god. Come out.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Oh,
Silly.
man, you're good.
I told you not to doubt the golden arm.
Well, we'll never make that mistake again. Okay, I'll need to finish this inventory thing real quick. Your sister's probably done already. Here, let's hit the bitch's grotto.
The
It's
what?
just
That's the name
grotto.
for the couch where Allison and I sit during breaks.
Ah, alright, cool. Let me see what you've done with the place.
That's so silly. Win the plush battle. Fuck yeah.
Oh, hey, see that container? That's for you.
Huh?
It's
What
the
is
trout I
it?
caught yesterday at the buzzard hole. Grilled it up with my world-renowned marinade.
Yum.
That's actually super thoughtful. Thank you.
You sound surprised.
No, sorry. I'm just not used to people randomly doing nice things for me.
Oh, we'll have to fix that.
Come on. Kiss, 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 kiss. Sit.
I'm surprised Tessa let you hang this up.
Yeah, she hates it. But as long as I don't promote my lifestyle in front of the
Oh my
customers,
God.
she won't say anything.
Man, must be exhausting to spend your days educating these people.
Here's the thing, I don't. Opening the mines of this town will be a full-time fucking job. And emotional labor pays shit.
Hmm. Have you ever been with anyone here? I'm curious.
Hey, I hope this isn't too personal, but
I
you
like how
ever
his head
been with
goes up
anyone
when I
in
look
Delos
up.
Crossing?
I dated a guy in high school for a minute, but we had to keep it quiet. I've been with a few other people, but that shit's tricky out here. And what about you? You ever been with a guy? I mean, assuming you're into guys, which I guess I kind of did.
Haven't met the right person yet.
I've never really been with anybody. Guess I was too busy processing trauma or whatever. But if I met a guy I was into, who knows?
Hell yeah. You ever get lonely here?
Do you ever get lonely in Delos Crossing?
Yeah, sometimes. So I'm always in Juneau working with the JCE, meeting new people. I gotta make my shit happen for me, because no one else will.
Yeah.
Right. I feel you.
Anyway.
And I'm done.
What about this?
No way. You like Duplex Duo too?
Yeah, Allison got me into him. We were supposed to go to a show in Juneau a few months ago.
What happened?
And what happened?
You ever heard of moon rocks? We took 2 hits before going to the show and that was it. Our feet couldn't find the floor. Not our finest hour.
So, you think Tom's got the chops to be the mayor of Delos Crossing?
I don't know. The guy's sweet and not entirely incompetent, but it doesn't really matter. Vote for him's a vote for Tessa. She'd be the one running the show.
I'm not really interested in talking about that, if I'm being honest.
Is this Chief Brown?
Yeah.
Are you guys related, or...?
Nah, but same clan.
What do you think of him?
So what's your take on him?
He's a pretty alright guy, all things considered.
All things considered?
Like, with him being a cop and all. I mean, it's good to see someone from the clan getting shit done. And he really cares about the community. We need someone like him on top.
Alright.
I gotta tell you, it's so weird to finally meet the other Ronin.
You mean the OG Ronin? I was born first, you know.
Is that so? Thought Allison said she was.
Well, our mother never actually told us, but it was me. So, why is it so weird to meet me?
Because I just heard Allison tell your story so many times. She told me everything about you. Fireweed, your transition. I hope that's okay, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine. She asked me first.
Yeah, figures. That lady is thorough and she loves you like crazy.
I know.
Aww.
So, yeah, you were probably the first person to know about it other than Allison.
I'm glad he trusted me. And it's great to finally get to know you in the flesh. You're pretty alright.
You're not too bad yourself. Yes.
But you're not too bad yourself.
I try not to be. Especially around guys I'm trying to impress.
Oh.
So I wasn't blowing smoke when I said you should move to Juneau with us.
I know.
I've got a community there. Could be yours too.
Fitting in. There's a concept.
You have no idea how life-saving a chosen family can be. They pulled me out of the dark more times than I can count.
I hear you. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Of course. Shoot.
Why do you care so much if I move to Juneau?
Look, like I said, I want to get to know you.
Because I'm just that fascinating, huh?
Honestly, yeah.
Dude, kiss.
You might be one of a kind, Tyler Ronan.
Kiss right now. You're swell too. Yes.
Well, golly gee, Michael. I think you're swell too. You're the cat's pajamas.
Shut up. I've got way better compliments than that. But I can't open with my best, right?
It's cool. So, I'll get more of those if I get to know you better?
For sure. If that's something you'd be interested in.
Yes.
I might be. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey.
I've been standing at that counter for an hour waiting for you two dum-dums to come back.
And we've
you
just
guys
been
ready to
sitting
go?
here.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting here
I think we've done
flirting.
about as much damage as we can back here.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yes. I was so hoping they were gonna get together, but I didn't know if Tyler was into guys or not. Yes. I stay winning. I stay winning. This is fantastic. There's nothing I love more than boys who kiss boys.
Here we are.
I'm just saying. God, the harsh tonal shift. Let's get serious.
Thanks for letting me hitch a ride over.
No problem. You sure we can't drive you back?
Nah, you're like stretching my legs. It isn't far. And anyway, can't put the wind in a bottle.
All right.
Tessa should be at her parents' grave, not far from the entrance. Look for a big, crooked tree. You can't miss it. I'm gonna go check in with my uncle. Good luck. For real.
Are we gonna switch to Allison POV? No. Okay,
You
never
look
mind.
pretty spooked.
I've never been a big fan of cemeteries. Especially after, you know.
I promise after this we can chill at the house. Cool? The pearl of a runlet that never ceases. With a hollow, boiling voice it speaks. and has spoken since
How
hills were
pretty.
turfless
Oh.
peaks.
Can I go this way? I wish I could run.
Hey, graves are back that way.
Sorry. I just wanted to look around a little.
So,
My bad.
did you ever come back?
Shh, keep it down.
Better?
Much.
Why do people always feel like they have to whisper in cemeteries?
I don't know. Probably just a mirror neuron thing.
Oh, what?
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. Anyway, have you been back here at all? Since the
What
funeral?
a weird cemetery.
I've never had a reason to. Thankfully.
What's this? Okay. I just wanted to skim over that. Let's see. Below are two everlasting examples of love and reverence we continue to show our departed in the tradition of our ancestors. Cool. Cool. It's cool of them to have here. Aha.
Our mother made us come here all the time. So weird.
Mom, why do we always come here?
Does it bother you?
No. It's just weird because we don't know any of these people. I mean, except Eddie's mom.
It never hurts to say hello.
Because they're very lonely.
That's right, sweetie. And sometimes, even if you can't see them, they stay with you. In here. Always here.
Mom?
Always.
She loved us. A lot, but sometimes it was like loving us hurt her.
Do you think she was just really scared of losing us?
Maybe. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, most parents are scared of losing their kids.
That is true.
Well, here's the crooked tree, but no Tessa.
Let's check around for her parents' grave, just to make sure this is the right spot.
Not this one.
What an odd carving on there.
Guess again.
Nope. Oh, this one's got
De
stuff
Leon.
at it.
That's the one.
Don't tell me we missed her.
Eagle!
Hello, Mr. Eagle.
Kids. It's time.
Oh man, we're gonna remember the funeral. Hold on. That one's an old one. It's all weathered. Okay. I don't think it does much for me to look at all this.
Wait, is this the one we called Big Crookedy?
The exact one.
Why didn't we call it Gnarls Branching? Total missed opportunity.
Because we weren't hip to basketball back then? Or CeeLo?
When did Michael's uncle die?
Last year.
Aw.
It was really hard on him. He's still feeling it.
I hope you're doing good. Thought maybe we'd talk to you a little, but never mind. Also, I
Long
didn't
time
mean
no
to
see.
interrupt.
Do you want some company?
Come on over. Make yourselves comfortable.
Oh, sure. I guess I just had to wait for Allison.
Is this a bad time?
With you? Never.
Oh!
Don't mind me. I'm not really here.
Hey, I get to see your ugly mug almost every day. You're old news, lady.
You wound me. Deeply.
Damn.
So, can I help you guys out somehow?
What's your uncle like?
So what was your uncle like?
Oh boy. Where do I start? You know that one grumpy grandpa in all the sitcoms? The one that types like a T-Rex and never leaves his recliner?
Yeah.
I think I'm getting the picture.
Not yet, you aren't. As grumpy as he was, they didn't make him any sweeter than him. He's the kind of guy who accepted you for where you were at, even when he didn't approve.
Not many of those out there.
You were close to him, huh?
You and your uncle were really close, huh?
Definitely. I could push his buttons without even trying. My family's old school Clinkit. Spent more time with my uncle than my dad. He was the first person to test out all my new recipes. Even before Allison.
Guess I should thank Uncle William for saving me from a muffin top.
I volunteer.
If you need a new taste tester, sign me up.
As if you had a choice. I plan to hit you both up for feedback my whole way through school.
I'm in. As long as there's nothing as adventurous as that Clinkit-style salmon with pepper and saffron.
No way I'm promising that. Fortune favors the bold, goes double for food.
Alright, think that's it.
Talk to you later.
You bet.
Sweet. Let's get a move on and get to that
So,
memory.
How are you,
Oh.
holding up?
Everything's such a mess. I thought we'd almost be done packing by now. I'm so ready to put this place behind us. At least Mr. Hollywood Handsome over there is good company.
Funny how you never mentioned what your brother looked like before he got into town.
Oh, I just thought I'd surprise you.
Hell yeah. You realize I can hear you, right?
Hey, you do realize I can hear you, right?
Cover your ears, the grown-ups are talking.
Damn. Well, I gotta go relive a traumatic memory.
Girl, I know you're in it right now, but try not to let it get to you. Yuna's gonna seem real boring after all this, huh?
Boring sounds so good right now. Binging terrible shows while my amazing roommate cooks something delicious.
There we go.
have to go, Eddie?
You can hold my hand if you want.
I can walk fine on my own.
It'll be quick, okay? Then we'll get something to eat.
The day of the funeral. I barely remember it.
That's probably for the best. I don't think either of us are exactly eager to relive what went on behind that gate.
So, I know I said we didn't have to visit her grave.
But it feels like the right thing to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably where Tessa is, I would assume, also. Also, what does this plaque say?
Lost in the chaos of history. What's that mean?
Not sure. But Michael should know.
May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history. May this be a resting place for our loved ones who have journeyed to the other shore. May our eternal love soothe the wounds of days past towards a brighter horizon. That's nice. You got anything to say about it?
How's it going?
About this place.
Hey, can I ask you something about this place?
Yeah, shoot.
What's the story behind the Clinkit Memorial?
May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history.
That was Uncle William.
Lost in the chaos of history?
Well, let's say you wanted room for a school or a road and didn't give a shit about ethics. Easy, you just dug up our ancestors. That shit happened a lot.
God, assholes.
Yeah. And I mean, it still happens, but not as much. We have the elders to thank for that.
Yeah, what about the memorial?
What's the story behind the Clinkit Memorial?
May the memory of
Oh,
our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history.
I didn't realize that was the same thing.
That was Uncle William.
Lost in the
Damn
chaos
it.
of history?
And I can't skip.
Well, let's say you wanted room for a school or a road and didn't give a shit about ethics. Easy, you just dug up our ancestors. That shit happened a lot.
God,
Ugh.
assholes.
Yeah.
I can't skip.
And I mean, it still happens, but not as much. We have the elders to thank for that.
Okay, I'll stop bugging you.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Well, I'm here if you're ever curious.
Alright, bye-bye.
Talk to you later.
You bet.
Alright, let's go now. That is
Anyway,
enough
girl, I know you're in
dilly-dallying.
it right now, but try not to let it get to you. Juna's gonna seem real boring after all this, huh?
God, boring sounds so good right now. Binging terrible shows while my amazing roommate cooks something delicious. Heaven.
Delicious food for tax returns?
You got yourself a deal, mister.
Alright.
Do you remember where she is?
No. I mean, for what it's worth, I remember staring at the water during the funeral. Well, only a few steps in, and I'm already starting to regret this.
Allison, please.
I'm not going.
Allison, come back.
Yeah. Any hope that this would be easier than last time? Totally gone.
At least this time no one's sending me away.
I'm holding you to that. Afterwards, you and I had a moment over there by the totem, right? I wonder if we could see that.
Doesn't hurt to check.
Yeah, that's where I went when I ran off.
Okay, here we go.
I won't let them take you away. I'm gonna tell them the truth. You swore, Allison. I'm gonna be okay. Please, don't worry about me.
I know I'm supposed to get over this Brown thing, but I really wish you'd been able to come visit that much.
Yeah, me too, but... Look, I didn't make any promises that day. You did. Watch.
There we go. I thought I heard someone, like, running, and I was like, what was that?
They all think you killed her. It's not fair. I'll be okay. You have to take care of yourself now.
See?
It's possible, but I don't think so.
Well, I know so. Thinking about it got me through the rest of the day.
I'll be back soon, alright? Promise. But I'm gonna come see you every week, and we'll talk with our voice every day.
I mean, I kind of trust Allison on this one.
Promise. I'll be back soon, alright? Promise. Chief Brown's gonna take care of you. We'll be okay. You'll see.
Kids. About to start.
I'm sorry it took me so long to come back. I got so caught up in everything that...
You really don't have to explain. I understand what you were going through now.
Are you ever gonna let me finish my sentences?
Maybe someday, but not today. You think Snowball still lives in there?
Snowy owls only tend to live about 10 years.
Oh, rest in peace, Snowball.
Damn.
This spot's familiar.
Here? Here we go. Carol Brown, so Chief Brown's mom, I assume?
Man, I forgot how hard Marianne took it when Eddie's mom died.
Well, we were only 4, but yeah. She lost one of her only friends. She was always saying how she never would have found a place in Delos Crossing without Carol.
You think her death kicked off Marianne's, you know?
It definitely didn't help, but no. It was years later. Ty.
I know.
This is it. Right?
I saw Tess.
Yeah. God, I think I need a second.
I'm gonna have a look around, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah, all good.
Where is she? Why can't I remember?
Oh, I just picked the right one randomly. Damn.
Allison.
Is that her?
What the hell was going on with you? What broke?
Why didn't you say anything? We were your goblins. You didn't have to do it all alone.
Tessa?
Kids, I wasn't expecting to see. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Feeling a little guilty, maybe?
Ooh.
When we pass on, our graves are all anyone has to remember us by. Letting hers just fall apart would be cruel. I'm not a cruel person.
Cruel enough to call social services on our mother.
I wanted to protect you. Marianne was getting worse all the time. I was afraid that if things kept going the way they were, then one day...
We were going to end up dead?
Look, I'm sorry I didn't tell you the whole story back in the store, but I didn't want you to...
Enough with the excuses. What the hell happened to her? Why'd you turn your back on us?
Your mom was always just barely getting by, and over the years she burned a lot of goodwill. It got so bad, no one was willing to hire her, and the stress of that, well, it took its toll. I tried to help, but she pushed me away. She pushed us all away. In the end, she isolated herself from everyone. She was alone and out of options.
She had us, until you threatened to have us taken away.
I couldn't let her drag you down with her. She had you stealing for God's sake. Your mother never wanted to be a part of this community. She always thought she was better than the rest of us. A spoiled little girl playing fairy princess in the woods. If she just settled down with someone instead of running around with married men, well, just ask Sam Kensky how much better that would have been for everyone.
Wait, what?
Oh God.
What happened between them?
I wasn't thinking. Please, just forget I said anything.
Tessa.
Girl.
All I know is whatever went on, Laura left Sam over it.
Ooh.
But I shouldn't have said anything about that. I promised I wouldn't. I'm sorry, kids.
Could have done better.
I get that Marianne wouldn't let you help her. But there had to be a better way to deal with it. Especially if she was having some kind of crisis.
Yes, you're right. There were other things I could have done. Better things. I know I've made mistakes. All I can do now is say that I'm sorry. If I could give you back your mother, I would. I don't deserve your forgiveness, especially yours, Tyler. But if there's a place for me in your lives, I'd like to be there.
I have to know something first. Are you good with who I am?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that since you came home. I believe that my life is better for having lived it by God's word. But I also believe we don't always understand what he's saying to us. I prayed for guidance, and seeing you standing here in front of me, such a strong and thoughtful young man, I think I have his answer.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Tessa, I know the last couple of days have been heated. I'm up for a fresh start if you are, but it's not really up to me. Tyler?
I mean, I kind of agree when Allison says, like, I don't have too much time to talk, I don't think, but when Allison is like, yes, we're moving on and, you know, future is coming, but I don't want to burn every single bridge. And as long as she's willing, it seems, to change and kind of open up her mind, you know, I think that's better than, like, condemning her when she's making progress. So
I'm done losing people. And if we can't let people grow, then what the hell kind of chance do we have?
Thank you. Both of you. Kids, I never knew your mother's whole story, but it was obviously very painful. She always said you two were the only good luck she'd ever had. I'm going to try harder to forgive her. I hope you can as well. If you two are in town tomorrow, come by the cafe. Lunch is on me.
free food!
There gonna be coconut cake on the menu?
You know, I think there just might be. I'll see you two tomorrow then.
We'll be there.
Coconut cake sounds fire.
Come on.
Oh my god, gimme.
That was something,
Make
huh?
peace with
Yeah, it
Marianne.
was.
Huh.
I'd pretty much given up on her, but I guess sometimes people change.
I know. I feel like a total ass right now.
She needed to hear all that.
You shouldn't. She needed to hear all of that.
Yeah, you're probably right. Still, I might bring in a peace offering my first day back. Any ideas?
Jesus stuff?
Maybe I'll just finally bring back that book I borrowed 6 months ago.
Damn, 6 months. Yeah, I mean, if people are growing and changing, I would rather not punish them.
You want to sit down for a bit?
Where? Okay, here.
Not a bad view, right?
Yeah. I get now why they put cemeteries in nice spots. Takes a little bit of the sting off.
Thanks for coming with me.
Listen, I know this has been hard. I'm really grateful you saw it through with me. Fireweed was great, but there was no one really there for me like that, you know? You're the only one.
Hey, brothers and sisters, right?
But it's been way more brothers than sisters lately, which is why I'm trying to say thank you.
You really don't have to.
You saved my life, Allison.
Only for you to end up locked up in fireweed for the rest of your childhood.
Wait, are you still blaming yourself for that? Don't. It was my choice.
It's just... I stole your life, Tyler. And then I totally wasted it.
That's not true.
You're on your way to Denali. Michael's gonna be a famous chef, and what am I doing? Nothing.
Stop putting yourself down.
Nothing. You've been working on that accounting degree, and your art's good. Really good. Stop putting yourself down. As soon as we figure this shit out, we're gonna sell the house, and you're gonna go to Juneau. You're gonna kick ass.
You make it sound so easy.
No. We never had a shot at easy. But we always pull through, right?
Yeah. You're right. Hey. Wherever Ranger Tyler ends up next, he better come down from the hills to visit us city folk every now and then. You hear?
For sure. And anyway, it's not gonna be for a while. We've got time.
Oh yeah, of course. We do. So I guess we know the story now, huh? Marianne was done with Delos, and Delos was done with her. Maybe she was too proud, but she worked so hard for so long, and when she reached the end of her rope, no one was there to help her. Not even Tessa or Eddie. And when she heard social services was coming, she
Gave up. But killed her kids? Really? I don't know. Still feels like there's something missing.
That's what I'm
Right?
thinking. Something's missing.
You're never gonna understand what was going through her mind. I'll bet even she didn't. It's probably always gonna feel that way.
What's up with the dad stuff, though? And Sam? I'm just saying. And there's like a whole chapter left, so clearly...
I'm gonna fall asleep the second I hit the couch.
You better rally. We still have to do some cleaning before bed.
Do we have to?
Hey, whoever packs the most gets the big couch tonight.
What the fuck?
Allison.
I'll get the fire extinguisher.
Hello? Oh! That scared me. Hello? Who the fuck was that? Someone trying to burn some kind of evidence?
Tyler, are you alright?
Allison, barn.
Stay there. I got it.
What the hell, man? What the fuck?
What happened?
There was a guy. He smashed me in the face with the door.
What guy? What did he look like?
I'm not sure. I couldn't see straight, and he was all in black.
God, why would someone try to burn down our barn?
There's evidence of something?
I don't know. But I'm going to find out. Did he really have to smash everything? So, did Eddie teach you how to put out a fire?
Nope. I taught myself.
He
I might have
looking
found
under the
something.
rug?
No, hang on.
This gas can was already here this morning. He didn't bring it with him.
Ooh, collectible.
Huh. At least you were spared.
The moon hag.
Asshole even dumped the drawers.
God, the wind is so spooky.
God, you really
Well,
turned this place
at least
upside
he left
down.
us the junker.
Okay, I think that's it.
Is that a box under the barn?
Yeah, what the hell? I think this is where the fire started.
So he was trying to burn whatever's inside?
We should check it out. I'm gonna need to remove a few more planks to get to it.
Where could we possibly find a tool to do that?
Huh. These planks look newer than the rest.
That corner used to be all dirt for chickens. She was always saying how she was gonna make this place a real homestead. Little house on the tundra. Is that a box under the barn?
Yeah, what the hell? I think this is where the fire started.
So he was trying to burn whatever's inside?
We should check it out. I'm gonna need to remove a few more planks to get to it.
Where could we possibly find a tool to do that?
Ah, crowbar. Is that a crowbar or is that an axe? Oh, it is a crowbar. Okay.
I guess we know how he made the hole.
Let's go. It's getting thicker. The plot is thickening.
Step back.
I'll be fine.
Well, I only know one person who'd bother to decorate a storage box like this.
Marianne. Let's open it.
Maybe it contains all her secrets.
3 digits. Any ideas?
Marianne was never really a numbers kind of person. What's that there?
Some kind of carving. Not sure what it is,
It has
though.
to do with the Mad Hunter, right? 3 digits. And it's the
Wait.
eye, so maybe it has to
Look.
do with this.
It's the same symbol.
Mm-hmm.
The Secret Keeper.
Well, let's see if we can find any numbers.
Okay. Hmm. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember a whole lot, like a 3-digit number. I'm just skimming. Gave him a coin. Goblins were up to mischief. They're gonna buy the secret. Traded for the brush. Silver-handled hairbrush. The gift of voice. Wait! There's numbers on here, aren't there? I think I saw a 0. Hold on. Right here. 3, 0. Where's the other? I didn't think I saw one. 1. Yeah? 1, 3, 0. 1.
That did it.
Yes! Oh my god. That took me a second, but I found it. Ooh.
Guessing she didn't know how much of an ass he'd turn out to be.
Dear Marianne, I need to see you again. I know how that sounds, and I don't want you to think I chase after all the new girls in Delos Crossing. I've always taken my vows seriously, but something changed when I met you. When we're together, I feel like I'm doing 80 down the highway with my lights off, and I never want to stop. I know it isn't right, and we both have a lot to lose, but I need to be with you again. I hope you feel the same. Heart symbol. P.S. I bought you a little something for next time. I can't wait to see how it looks on you. Ooh. But, what about the other one?
What a mess.
Oh, here.
Fuck. That's rough.
Marianne, I'm sorry you're in this situation.
This guy tried to push Marianne to get an abortion. Even though she wanted to keep us.
I know you feel you'd make a great mother, and I don't doubt you will someday, but right now we have to be sure we don't ruin 3 lives. My marriage hasn't been happy for some time, but she doesn't deserve this. But mostly I'm worried about you. People here talk, and I don't want you to have to go through that. I know money has been tight, but I'll do what I can to help you do the right thing. Just let me know how much you need.
That's everything. What the hell?
So, Marianne hid a box under the barn. Box full of letters from our deadbeat dad.
Came after these letters.
He turned the whole place upside down and didn't take anything. All he wanted was that box.
And he was willing to burn down the barn to get rid of what was inside. You know what it all means, right?
Yep. That guy had an affair with Marianne, and he just tried to torch the evidence.
He must have heard we were clearing out the house. He was worried we'd find it.
You know, I can't shake the feeling I've seen him here before.
It must be who the Mad Hunter in the stories is. Aha. I don't think it's Sam, though. Because Sam had the keys to the place the whole time.
Seeing this.
So wouldn't he have gotten rid of the
I
evidence
don't
if
know
he knew
about
where
you,
it
but
was?
I haven't forgotten anything about that night.
I would have said the same thing.
Maybe it is,
but
though.
Something felt different. I need to see the rest.
But you know what happens down there.
That's the thing. I'm not sure I do.
All right. Let's go.
Some kind of work boot. Maybe fishing boots? This is where I tripped.
Oops. There we go.
The Mad Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. There was someone here that night? In the woods?
No. It was just... I saw... Who the hell did I actually see? Damn. He ran straight for it. No stops, no turns. He was on a mission.
Oops. There we go.
Was there someone over there?
The Mad Hunter.
What? No. That was the Mad Hunter.
What? What are you talking about?
That night, I thought I saw the Mad Hunter in the woods, but I guess it was just some asshole. Some asshole who just fucking stood there and watched while our mother chased me with a shotgun.
Do you think it was the same guy?
Maybe. I mean, it had to be him, right? They were wearing the same fishing gear.
Yeah, unless everyone who wants to mess with us is coordinating outfits.
Yeah.
And wait, he was here once before, wasn't he? A few days before Marianne died?
Maybe?
Hold on. Do you feel that? Trail ends here.
It looks like he jumped into the gully.
Hmm. Aha. Way over here.
Tyler, not there.
Our mother fought with someone on the dock. About us. We need to know if it was the same guy.
But what if it's not that memory? What if it's... I can't go through that again.
We have to take that chance.
But do we really? I mean, someone just tried to burn our barn down.
Yeah, and that means we've got to be close to something.
I'm not going on that dock.
Oh, we don't need to guilt her like that.
Just one more time, please.
There's always just one more. Every time it seems like we're done with this, something new pops up.
What if this is the only chance to figure out who our father is?
Then we go on living our lives without him, just like we always have.
Come on, we need to know the truth. For her.
What if I don't want to know the truth, huh? Did you ever consider that? No. You just push and push and...
You have to take responsibility for your part in Marianne's death.
What? How can you say that to me?
I didn't. But I did, right? Earlier, to Eddie. But I swear I didn't just say that to you.
So we can't even trust our own voices now?
God, I don't know. Allison.
I'll do it. Let's go.
That was weird. What the hell? Ooh, oh, this one's weird.
We can do it.
Ooh, okay.
Ouch! Watch it! You're stepping on my foot! Can you hear what they're saying? Quiet! We don't want Mom to catch us out of bed.
Oh, jeez.
I told you that would happen.
We almost had it, though. That was us.
Come on.
Marianne fight with that guy. Try to focus on him, right? Don't think about anything else.
Come on.
So you're here to make sure I've been keeping my mouth shut? I don't owe you anything.
You've been a little all over the place lately.
All over the place? I've just been trying
You think
to
it's
survive.
Tom?
If you want to make sure I don't get desperate, you could help us out. Lend me some money.
What happened? Why did it stop?
I can't, Tyler.
But we were so damn close.
I'm sorry. But I'm done.
That's it? You're just giving up, just like that. You can't do this. We owe her.
Marianne is gone, Tyler. And nothing we do is gonna change that.
Don't go, please. You can't keep running from this alley, or it's only gonna get worse.
I feel bad because they're both valid, you know? Like, I do kind of agree, like, if you don't figure it out, like, things are just gonna get worse mentally, but still.
Ouch! Watch it! You're stepping on my foot! Can you hear what they're saying?
We're gonna see who it is.
Quiet!
Or not yet.
Don't want Mom to catch us out of bed.
There's no money.
I've never asked you for anything, but right now they need you.
It's not gonna happen.
I've got everything I need to nail your ass in that barn.
And just what do you think happens after that?
What do you mean?
Well, if those kids have a father, you really think there's a court out there that'll let you keep them?
No! You have no claim to my children. Get the hell off my property, now! If you ever come back here, I'm going to kill you!
Allison?
Oh, it's so scary. Ugh. I'm so tense.
No. No, no. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you.
So do you think Marianne never even threatened him? That Allison, because of that memory, like, projected it the night that the, like, attack happened? I don't know. I don't know. Oh my god. Let's see. It's pretty 50-50. Tyler felt relied on when Allison chose his memory at the house. Okay. Tyler didn't feel heard about needing time when Allison accepted the house showing. I'm sorry. I thought it was the right move. I still think it was the right move, even though the majority doesn't agree. Allison felt hopeful about becoming a family when Tyler forgave Eddie. 80%. Sweet. Eddie was touched. Michael was heartened by Tyler's compliment. 80%. Let's go. Tessa felt grateful the twins kept her in their lives. 81%. Okay. I wasn't sure how the percentages would go, but for Tessa especially. I was like, I don't know how many people were as generous to her as I was, but it turns out most. So I'm glad I'm not the only one there. Ooh.
There's something else. Look at this. What do you think? Should we give it a shot?
I think the crafty goblins have one more hatch to sneak through.
I love the music. The like little storybook music. Is there an attic that we haven't been in? Is that what that is? I don't know. All right. Oh my god. I still love this game. I really do. I'm so excited to see where it goes. I think the only thing that I'm a little like, about is the fact that the stuff about their father has now become very central to the plot, but it was never mentioned at all in the first chapter. Like, nobody mentioned it, nobody asked or anything. It literally was not brought up in my memory at all. So I wish there could have been even like a passing comment or two or something like that, you know, like even if like when Allison was talking about Eddie, she would have been like, well, we didn't have our real father around, so he became my father, you know, something to at least like bring like their birth father up. But I don't remember them ever doing that. So then suddenly when it's become central to the plot, I'm kind of like, what? Where'd that come from? Like, it makes sense. I just wish it had been a little more subtly hinted at in chapter 1. Didn't have to be a big hint, just a little bit, I think would have been nice. When I look at chapters, can I look and see if I got all the collectibles? Oh, there's only oh, I missed one. I guess there's only 3 in the final chapter, though. Damn. Kind of sucks I missed one, but it is what it is. Is this just going over them again? I see. Okay. Well, yeah, that was part 2, chapter 2. I still really, really love it. I am very excited to see where it goes / how it ends with the final chapter. So, I'm not going to say too much more. I've already kind of said my piece. My enjoyment of the game has not gone down. I still love it a lot, so I hope it keeps it up. Those cutscenes, too, are always so good. Each of those cutscenes, oh, it's so tense and so well done. I love it a lot. But, yeah, can't wait to see where it goes. And I will reserve my full judgments until it's done. So, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, especially if you made it this far. If you did make it this far, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. It'd be really, really cool. If you're not already subscribed, that is. You can otherwise go ahead and like the video if you liked it, share it with everybody and everybody if you so choose. If you have any games to recommend me, please leave those down in the comments. I love hearing suggestions. And if you want to follow me on anything else, my socials are down in my link tree, as well as I write books. I have a full novel out. It's gay, romantasy, vampires, that kind of thing. Paperback and ebook form if you would like that. But yeah, that is it. Thank you guys so much again, and I will see you all for the next and final chapter. Bye-bye.